Boom. We're back. Finally, it feels so good to be back in my own office with all of my tools at my disposal. Back with you guys, regular basis now. And what's up? We are so back. That's right, Bullish Bear. How's everyone doing? What's up, chat? I'm just excited to be back with you guys. What's up, Frosty Dog, Jay Newt, Colin, Jarrett, Frazzy, Neil. Who else is in here? Can't even see what that one says. Nanis Cabrera. I like that one. We'll go with it. All right. Boom. What's up, DP? Brent. Let's go. I've got Squawk going in the right ear now instead of the same ear as everybody else. Hopefully I sound okay. I just hit the on button. It just jumped in on this thing. So we're ready to go. Hi, Mom. My mom's watching. Hi to her too. I doubt it. But let's get some charts going. Get this. Boom. 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 Get this sized here a little bit. Got Uncle Frankie jumping in with us here.
You know, the indexes has just been whipping around between 24,280 and 24,540. So I think we're in the middle.
Have I missed anything, Frank?
You missed some things that you could have gotten eaten alive on. I mean,
that's the first thing I saw. The first thing I looked at was like, I mean,
you had that
chopped
big dump and then the rally, then a little more dump, but like, you didn't really miss that much. Like
the first thing I opened up this chart, and I'm like, goodness, you could have got whipped on both sides or stopped out of a good trade. Just on the
it was a tough. I was short a little at 10.50, 11, but like we were looking to make a higher high, just like that early morning hours, that 7.50 candle at 24,540. Like we were all looking to make a short up there. I was in it a little early at like 15 and 15.10. So I caught a little bit of that down, but I covered when I got the VWAP, and then it flashed all the way down to 24,300. So
yeah, and then the main thing that sticks out to me is SPX, this same zone that it held, then rejected. This is 3 rejections after 3 supports in the same spot. It's also the 200-day exact high of day 66.32 on the cash, which on your ES chart, about the same thing, 66.82. But it looks like the same. I mean, these are the same rejections in a row after the same bounces there just a week ago. So
I got a sell signal in ES at 66.55.
and really, if you look at the
we're down 4
last
points, so
the last 3 days, it's been the 24K area of NDX, kind of the whole number down there, which we bounced on last Sunday night, Monday morning. No, that was like 2-3 weeks ago. But that bounce spot, we've just been kind of between there and the 200-day. We're basically just filling in value below previous value.
all right, come on, make a run here, oil. Make a run.
Seeing tons of headlines.
Dump it. I'm short, obviously.
Yeah, can see why. Passed an eval today. All right, big shout out. Hold on, what are we doing here? Let's get excited for this. Big get one of these going here for the past eval. Well done, well done. What do I do next? Which firm is it? Is a great question. Big W's in the chat for my man right here with the past eval. Most likely, depending on the firm it is, most likely it'll update either in the next couple hours or at the end of the day today, 5 p.m. Eastern, between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern. They'll do their clearing for the day. You'll get an email. It's with Apex. Yeah, you should get an email. Usually, if it's, maybe 6 Eastern, 7 Eastern, somewhere in there, as they clear through everything that happened today, you'll get an email to activate that funded account, and then you're all set. Ease into it. Don't dive in head first into that thing. You worked hard to get it. Let's be smart. Let's take good trades and get there. Big W's in the chat. We celebrate on this channel. We celebrate wins for everyone on this channel. All right. Let me get True Social pulled up here. Trump's just posted about the FISA court. Not really super related. He did call the military operation in Iran brilliant in this most recent post. All right, does oil break out here, or does the market hold in and push up? That's the question I see. I don't see any. I mean, this just looks like we're just bouncing around. Obviously, you're getting these headlines where like some shorts are covering, gets up to the top, you see people putting hedges back on. Looks like it's just a range. We're trading right at the point of control of the last 3 days here. Exactly at the point of control, 417, 418. All right. Kind of want to look at QQQ and just see where we're at here. This looks like a lot of no man's land, to be 100% honest. High of the day, daily 9 on NDX. Same on the current contract for NQ. I mean, we're just right between, and we're right on the point of control down here. I mean, I could have looked at just that and told you the price action was choppy today. Decent amount of size has been filling today, from what I see overall. Boom, 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 boom. Did I trim the beard? No, I actually I trimmed it way before I went to Puerto Rico. So I'm just back to the normal camera here. One man band today. What's up, America? Heavy D with the SPY 660s. You guys got in that long right here. I don't hate this. So I'm kind of looking if oil rejects here again, previous day high, gets back under this 90, you can track it back down. You need to kind of break that structure a little bit. Otherwise, this is probably going to roll over. Right now, you're above EMAs, you're above VWAP. Below opening print, your IB looks like you broke IB low today. Go to the 15-minute over here. Yep, high was first, low was second. The low did break. We're sitting at the midpoint. But it's awful hard to think about much when first hour was red, your IB broke to the bottom. These are not likely, but at the same time, the way the headlines are moving the market right now, it is what it is. All right. Looking at some of these different names. IWM, a little bit more perky than everything else off the low down here. The rest of the crew's got the Yield Max convo going on. Shout out to them. One of the sponsors, friend of the show. Also, shout out to Leverage Shares, title sponsor of these streams each and every day with all the 2x leverage longs, all kinds of great things. Tell you what, get rid of that volatility. Check out some of those 2x leverage things. Go to leverageshares.com. Shout out to the sponsor, helping make this possible, making it possible for me to go to my son's school this morning. That and trading. Love the markets. Choppy markets, no volatility, stay in cash. I hear that. What's up, Keegan? Heavy D waiting for Trump to say something to get the oil price down, lift this back up. We just did have a 5-year note auction for 7.2 billion. Just reading some.
If I'm headed out, I'm headed to the airport.
You are?
Yep, I'll see you in the morning.
Well, hopefully you got some time over there or a pre-check if pre-check's open at your airport.
Yeah, I'll be in pre-check. Talk to you later.
All right.
I'll be listening at the airport.
Yeah. Safe travels. All right. Just double checking the news feeds here, just making sure. I want to catch up, get everything to you guys in real time. I'll show you guys this actually. This is the best trade that I made today. Traded my time for some memories with my oldest son. Big shout out to that. Shout out to trading, all of these things that make this possible. This is the goal, right? This is why we do what we do. But there it is right there. I had a great time. Did some Spanish, some English. My son is a rock star at the English class, by the way, obviously. All right. Do you think straddle is a good idea? Hoping for a swing either way. I mean, I could see it being a good idea, but when I think about it, I mean, this move area was kind of down, and now you're kind of sandwiched here. So, I mean, if you sit here long enough, let me go to SPY. You sit here long enough, you see the 15-minute on SPY is starting to put in a little bit of a squeeze. And it is upside currently. This morning it tried to fire, but you see just with the headlines, it's just hadn't gone anywhere. That's tough. I mean, you're making a bet that it's going to move somewhere in high volatility. I don't know. I guess it would depend how far out you went on that squeeze. A little work meeting DP. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to miss much. If you do, big deal, right? There's plenty of moves going on in this market. Some of them aren't even worth, I mean, you can jump on a little move here and there. Like yesterday at the airport, I jumped on a little move in the afternoon. Where was it? I jumped in on like, I got in like here and took it to here. Just said, hey, that's good enough. Got that piece. And then right at the end of the day, I just like scalped along here for like, 10, 20 points, just some lunch money. But we'll see. What are some of the big names doing right now? Let's take a look through the Mag 7, your highest weighted stocks here. Nvidia got into the 180s up here, didn't it? Faded the 180s. We go to the daily chart on that. You're going to see that 180 area. So it's right back at the 200-day here. See the rising 200-day. We're right underneath it. We hit the 20 and the 21, whichever one's your favorite. And you look left in this 180 area. A lot of traffic there. So pulling back in off of that, not a huge still. Kind of to be expected. Anybody that got long in this area, maybe taking some trims to be safe up here. But we'll see. Don't really have a read on that. Microsoft was weak all morning, kind of trying to base out, work its way back up. Sometimes this is, one of these where you go pick up more sellers. But as long as it holds over this base down here, it's not terrible. Apple, similar resistance area up here on Apple. Yeah, big resistance up here on Apple, but you're making higher lows up into this and decent track off the bottom here. So that one looks okay. Google, pretty weak. Took out yesterday's low, slightly green. I mean, when I see the market, up 0.9%, SPY up 0.75. Obviously, NVIDIA's up 2%, but I see Microsoft red. I see Google barely green here. It's a little, weak, strong tape, weak name right now, maybe. I like to look for the other things. I like, strong names in a weak tape. Unless you're looking to short, then you look for weak names in a strong tape. Amazon looks pretty solid here, actually. Actually looks pretty daggum decent. Meta doesn't look like anything to me. Looks like consolidation under previous consolidation. Oracle, some watchdog wants them to review the Oracle Pentagon contract. Hot off the press right there. Headline going on right now. We did just get the 5-year yield auction results, I think, are hitting right now. Let's keep going through some of these big names. Broadcom, heavy weighted in the NASDAQ, of course. Large company. What are they, like $1.5 trillion? Yeah, 1.5. This is one of those names that is consolidating hard, and if it can just pop back up. Oracle ran way over budget, lasted longer than it should have. Tessie just now at previous session, not even at previous session high. That name looks fine, but you'd almost expect it to come touch this maybe. If it doesn't hold above this, then you'd look for it to come down probably to the gap fill area. And then Netflix strong, making a new high of day. I like that. I don't know if there's any news involved here, but that auction did just finish. Miami Saints not doing much today, just getting set up on ClearEdge. The only news that would have come out right now is this 5-year note auction, which the bond market is what's scaring a lot of people. So these, there's going to be people trying to read through, is the bond market shaky? We had a bond auction the other day that was really bad, very big tail on it. Dealers having to like really chase it, take it down. I'm not an expert in the bond market, but I know enough to like read smart people's stuff and say, hey, was this good or bad? Are people upset or not? Oil continuing to trend upward here while the market looks like it's going to try to roll over just a bit. Some big rejections here. Let's see. Where's SPX? 6,600. We're just chopping on both sides of 6,600. Previous session high right here, chopping above that. That's fine. Right above previous session high here on QQQ, touching it. So yeah, tough to think about either right now, honestly. Could make a pretty clear argument either way. I mean, if you tried a long here on previous session high, knowing that oil needs to reject right away and you need to basically hold above here, I wouldn't hate that, just because you can easily kind of identify your risk reward. Yesterday's lows on oil, yesterday's highs. I mean, from a simplistic approach, you could probably do something like that right here. But to me, this is a really 50-50 look. Let's take a look at sectors here. SMH, I mean, uptrend, lower highs. So you're watching this to hold or break. You break that, then you're looking to come back down here. If you break this kind of higher low scenario, XLE, that's going to just be kind of pushing up some, with mostly correlated with oil, of course. Banks went red earlier, but they're working their way back up, trying to regain IB. Maybe you work your way back up here, maybe up here. Yep, and there you go. Oil is making a new high of day. Tough to think long when oil's making a new high of day. Take a look at CL here. Yeah, and yeah, you might get a pretty decent pop in oil here, which would probably take us back down towards lows of day. Which should almost make sense. You break the IB low, you make your way back to the midpoint. I know you rejected it once, but it's more likely to go below the IB midpoint, or once you break the IB, to stay below, reject here, than to go up into this area. Just from a probability standpoint, it's more likely to do this than this. So greater potential down here on the short. However, you've broken previous session high. I mean, do you gap fill this? It's a pretty big gap. I even measured that out from where we it was a little bit lower than that, wasn't it? This is about opening price right there. Yeah, almost a 1% gap up, 200-point gap up. The video is rolling over here a little bit. Tech looks like the weaker one of the major indices. There you go. Break even day. Dolls, I feel like that's how my day probably would have went if I was sitting here trading all day. Probably would have had a losing trade, a winning trade that made it back, and then maybe 2 more scratch trades or something. And that's just me just looking at this price action. I mean, you stay at the edges. Stay at the edges and be scalpy with it. Either direction is working well. But it's tough when you've broken previous day's high. I mean, here's QQQ. When you've broken previous day's high, you typically stay up here in this area at worst case scenario. Unless you get some kind of headline that takes out these lows and takes you back to a gap fill. And then you would play the bounce off the gap fill because previous day's range broken to the upside. You should close above this level, which that gives us way too much to work with. So unless we do end up down here, I'm not going to be probably that interested in it. Kind of the same thing on SPX here, right? Decent amount of room down to fill the gap, but you're holding currently previous day's high. I mean, from down here in this area, you almost have to look for this, or especially if you get down here, you have to look for that. But right now, with the oil going up, you're kind of looking to see, does this break under? And then you target here and here. Low of day and maybe low. Oh, pretty messy. Al Jazeera reporting from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. What does this say? Iranian Revolutionary Guard, our air defenses hit an American F-18 fighter jet, being reported by Al Jazeera. What else is going on over here? Boy, the weather is so great outside. I did not want to come back in, to be honest. When I looked at the chart on my phone, I was like, ah. But here we are. All right. Iran reported that one of their nuclear facilities got hit today. Was that a headline I missed earlier? Is oil wicking that high? No, it's still doing it. We are holding that area. The SPX right off a previous day's high. Gulf states are considering alternative solutions if the Strait of Hormuz retains closed. That's duh. Of course they're going to look for other stuff. A lot of static today. Is this... What's going on here? This should be my same old setup. Here, let me... what does it sound like? Yeah, I heard it there for a second.
All right. I don't know what that was.
What's happening? Welcome back.
What's up?
Nothing. Just got off Spaces with Jordan and Michael Coe. That was a great hour we spent in there.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting feedback right here.
Yeah, I hear a little feedback from you. Do you have
I don't know
what's
what
powering? Usually it's something it's electrical, like something you got plugged in somewhere. Either what it's plugged into or is that a new mic?
It's the same one I've had before I left. It's just
Is it me? Maybe
I don't know what.
me?
No. It was before you got here.
Okay, so make sure.
I'm just trying to.
That's better. I don't hear it now. Oh, you know what it might be? Too close to the AirPods, and you're getting feedback. Is it that?
No. Is it gone right now?
Yeah, I don't hear it.
I think it's just I have too many cables laying on top of each other.
You sound good now. You sound perfect.
All right, we'll go with this. All right, oil making new high of day. It's not going to help us. Okay, we're holding previous session high, which is fine, but doesn't make me happy that I see oil breaking out. This is Restream, Jarrett. But yeah, I don't know what we want to do here. Looks like I was talking to Frank just a second ago. Well, this looks like the day where you could have easily got chopped to pieces.
Oh, for sure. No
Like you
doubt.
could have been lucky on the right side of the trade one or two times. I most likely would have been scratched, and I think somebody in the chat said that they were like up 1,000, gave back 1,000, they were just scratched. That's probably what it would have looked like if I sat here all morning.
I only did one. I did a small long, like early, like when we just got on, maybe like 30 minutes in off that 34 level in ES, and then I rode that up to like 50, like 15 points, and that was it. And I just put on some options trades. I did a couple iron condors that already took off, some flat. Those came in quite nicely because we've gone nowhere.
My inclination would be to try to long down here in the bottom of the range, previous session high in this pivot point, outer VWAP band, and hope that oil pulls back in and like just sweeps into this new high of day and comes back.
Yeah, once again, we've had more cross currents in the headlines. Like it's just, I'm gonna have to get the map back out again and draw. You're gonna hear the pen going in about 30 seconds because it's just we can't. Like we get one headline that's good, then we get another one. They're bombing a nuclear plant. Then they might close the strait in that's on that peninsula by Yemen and Djibouti. Like I don't even know how Iran can control that strait. It's not even by them.
Microsoft under the 200 week moving average for the first time. 13 years if it closes down here.
I know it's ugly. What do you think about Google?
On
that daily, I sent you that chart last night. I was looking at like that clean, like head and shoulders break.
No,
I'd like to see follow through, but it don't look good.
The problem is it either continues now,
or it goes back into the range up and bounces here right now.
You come see this 277 area, You break that, you're probably really going to hit, the 200-day down here.
Yeah.
There's not much price action that stops you at the 200-day other than just the fact that it's the 200-day on a strong name. But
I mean, you got a little volume node there in like the low
Break-
250s, but
I
outside
think
of that, you
break
don't have
this,
much.
so I mean, you look right here, the level that you held yesterday, you break this, then now the whole market gets a pump. Google comes back to 300 probably, and then you short it.
Yep.
So it's the question of what is the market going to do, and I don't think anybody know. I mean, I hate to like keep coming back to that as a crutch, but like, I mean, that's just where I'm at on everything.
That's the reality, though. Like I just said that Michael Coe, we were just talking about this exact same thing. Is that like, we were talking about obviously from an options perspective, like it's been a great market to be able to sell premium in and be able to sell, sell options because you have elevated volatility, but it's not like running away like 40, 50 plus, like it just keeps going up. You just got this constant bid and vol where it's between, 25 and 30. And that's worked out really good for premium selling strategies. But on the flip side, these bigger names like Google, I think I said this last week, I pointed this chart out, was like, it just looks like it's setting up a head and shoulders. And if we break, 296, it could be a flush further down. The good thing is the semis have actually looked pretty good today. You look at AMD is up nicely right into those previous highs. Nvidia is strong. But then the memory names are getting crushed, right? Like I think Micron was down down 4%.
I want those memory names to get crushed and that money to go back into normal spots in the market.
Yeah, maybe the mag names. I mean, now on the flip side,
stop chasing the same. Everybody's chasing the one trade right now.
I mean,
Get
Apple, you could argue off the
back into
200 looks okay, right?
This arm move is sick, by the way.
Yeah, arm cranked. And what's the other one? Marvell. See Marvell, nice big up candle today.
AMD, yeah, Marvell looks good. We talked about Cisco's chart.
Yep.
Fully into this gap fill again. That was the best looking chart. I should have taken that as my stock pick, to be honest, because that was the only chart that I really just loved.
Yeah. Yep.
But I did long gold, short oil, or short USO, long GLD. So I think I'm doing
honestly
okay.
Gold. I said this. I think I said it yesterday and the day before. Is that I really liked, from an options perspective, like I love like selling a Strangle or an Iron Condor in gold. Only because like it's had such a huge range and a lot of volatility, and that's exactly what you want to try to capture. So I think gold.
This to me looked like somebody was like capitulating, and you're going to get a strong bounce back up into here.
Yeah, and a lot of that move is just that the gold was really getting wrecked when yields were pressing the highs of the year, and the dollar was also pressing into 100. So you kind of had two catalysts. Yeah, Dell looks, right into that 180 high, but it's been on an tear, is right.
MOS is on the squawker right now. If anybody trades that ticker. We'll listen to what old Caroline Levitt has to say. Dell, new all-time high, finally today. Yes, one of my favorite names that I just can't get away from. It's one of those where I feel like I married the stock a little bit, but I go back to the fundamental reasons, and I still like it. SMCI getting crushed obviously helps Dell. They had really good earnings, and then SMCI with all its fraud. Dell's the other server rack provider. So stay long, Dell. Nothing bearish about all-time highs when the market's pulling back, right? Oh God, Colin. We'll see what old Caroline Levitt has to say here in just a little bit. Yeah, Ja, that's basically so. Dell, not only do they had great earnings, but you find out, SMCI's guy gets arrested or whatever, Yeah, if any company worth their salt's not going to use SMCI. They don't want to be attached to that. So who are they going to use? Dell. Meta, they're reading this verdict on this Meta of lawsuit right now. This could be one of those scenarios where the lawsuit's finally over. So now you can price in what the penalties and stuff are. People aren't worried about it being a huge shock downside. Maybe you get a little move here. Oil coming in, market pushing up. That same kind of long idea I had is like, okay, down here, you're wrong. If this, if this goes up here, which it did get a little bit over, but you didn't break down yet on the indice. Kind of little 5-minute curls across the board here. I'm looking at NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple. Obviously, we just saw Meta. Broadcom pushing back through VWAP. Meta really getting a pop now through the 600. Amazon getting a nice pop. Amazon's probably the best chart today, intraday, of the big names. Yeah. What's up, Joe? Let me shoot you that link, Joe. What's easiest? Well, I'll shoot it to you on Discord. Get Joe in here, hang out with us. Selling options on Nevius is free money. I haven't looked at Nevius. I kind of like this, honestly. So you obviously huge move up, right? You come down multiple times, fell to break down. Now you're pushing back up. You break out of this consolidation. You shoot up, you come back down. The daily 9 catches up, and you're building a lot of value here. Above all of this for sure, and kind of back into this. You've got a little kind of volume shelf you've built here at 113, 114. You know where you're wrong pretty quickly. You get a pop in the market. I think you get a good shot to 120, 125. If you want to short it, you're looking for this to not hold anymore, and then your target's right back down here to this like 108 area. So get that going on there.
So I was going to tell you that I don't know if you heard on we're on Spaces, but Michael Cole was talking about. He said he saw that there was a big institutional trade. Somebody bought for May 1st the 5,300, 5,200 put spread, like a $4.9 million trade. Now that's buying the 5 delta. Basically, I think it's just a institution doing like crash protection, basically. But
They bought
4.7.
Bought a spread.
What's that?
They didn't sell it. They bought it. They bought it looking for this.
They bought a put spread way down there, only $100 wide, which I thought was really bizarre. But he's like, it was an institutional trade. So they bought the 5,300, sold the 5,200, 100 wide, and they did it for $4.8 million out to May 1st. That trade, if it went all the way in the money, would be worth $450 million. It's a 20% drop.
A 20% drop, and
go to the weekly chart real quick. It's right at the trend line. There's a trend line right at 5,200. If you go from that weekly low in 2020, I think it is. Or maybe, yeah, is it there? Guess what you get?
Yeah.
Right in that area. Now, I think that's just somebody hedging their book, obviously, to do that kind of trade. It's not.
Yeah, and you don't know what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Crypto is getting some kind of headline. I saw the Genius Act rugged a bunch of people the other day, which was my base thesis the whole time. Like, they're just going to make it like it's trading, like you're just trading, like I'm handing you $5 and you're handing me 5 ones. The meta news. Sorry, I just saw this, Stefan. The meta news Meta found liable by jury for negligence in social media trial. Verdict still being read. YouTube's dangers in a social media. Failure to warn. Found liable. But like once, so a lot of times this is when you get when you have the rain cloud of doubt of how much is this going to cost, how bad's the verdict going to be, they start reading the verdict out and they're like, okay, now it's we can get back in there. Circle coming in towards new low of day. BMNR. Coinbase just went briefly red, green to red. Not a great sign. I mean, this is your key right here. You have to get oil to stop trending upward. Coin told Senate office it cannot support stablecoin update. I love GEV, Ja. That is a great name. Great name. Has been, continues to be. This is a weekly chart, your daily chart. Big consolidation here and then back into your uptrend again. Big consolidation here, back in. I mean, look. Consolidation, uptrend, consolidation, uptrend, consolidation, uptrend. Like that's the type of name that you want to be in any market, honestly. This is
pull
crazy.
up speaking of GE, pull up GEHC, which is GE Healthcare. Look at the weekly. I bought some at 69 for just a little swing trade against all those lows.
Yeah, just look. I mean, we're
tons of lows there.
Where do you even put? I mean, you're almost better off doing right here, just doing a box.
Yep.
Long it out of this box and try to get to the top of the box.
Exactly. Nice little balance range. I like that. So I'm in it from like 69.60, I think is my average.
The daily, you've got this little kind of fish hook kind of starting to set up.
Yep. Rounded bottom.
Or rounded bottom, trying to get over this high and work your way back into the 200-day. And you held a nice spot. I mean, look at the shelf down here that you held.
Yep. Yeah, I think I called that one out. I don't know on Sunday night with Casey a couple weeks, but I was watching that level. Thought it was a good spot for a little bounce trade there.
John Deere breaking this downtrend right on the 50. See this downtrend? And John Deere does this all the time. It just trends really hard. Look back here at John Deere. Look at this one. And then boom. You have several like just John Deere trends and then it goes the other way. Downtrend breaking here. Oil is coming in here. Would you get long and just risk like right here, bottom of this candle, and see if you can pop into 470s, 490s?
490s again, yeah.
I don't love what Nvidia looks like, but I like that oil's breaking off this. You get oil under 90, this should be an easy move.
Yeah, Nvidia is sitting right on the 200 daily SMA. Right at it.
Boy, it's just so hard. You long here. What do you have to risk? 411. You have to risk 30 points.
Yep. I'm not, I took some trades this morning. I don't have high conviction in anything. So like, I'm not doing.
No reason to do a whole lot.
No.
I mean, because oil could just, this 90 has been a level on CL for a while. If it just, wicks into here and comes back up, then this is just going to, you know, do this again. But if you get the break, this should get the break. Now, obviously, when it was here and here, your risk to reward was a lot better. I don't know, if you wick down to like 420, 430, 425 right here, you can kind of get in and just, you know, now
Try to
you're
ride
only 25 points to try to make, you know, 50 to 70 points. It's a little bit better risk reward. You need kind of an continuation here. Spy kind of trying to make the first kind of higher high after all day.
I kind of think the pain trade from here in the market is higher, like over the next 30 days. Like, I think that's people like, you know, you have this kind of peak fear that we're kind of moving past, and it's like, like
what I think is going to be the pain trade is if this pops, you pop back up into here on good news, and then everyone tries to short the back test, and
And
it
then
just
you just rip
breaks.
higher.
It just breaks over everyone, and then everyone chases it long, and it comes back to back test, and then you just both directions. You just got everyone.
Yeah, you whipped them both ways. It's very possible.
Like this right here. This breaks over these levels, and everyone tries to reshort up here into all this value. 21, 20 day. They try to reshort here, and it holds and breaks over, and then everyone like gets stopped out of their shorts, tries to go long, and it gets rejected in the same range and comes back in here to backfill. That's honestly what I think, because I think you do have some people that are probably, there was a lot of people that were short this market. You have some people that are probably thinking I need to add more back on, or they keep taking profits down here, and they're like, oh, I just need a good back test to reshort. And you've had, you know, especially on SPX. So I looked at this morning before I left the house. Low here, low here, low here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. I mean, this is as simple as it gets on SR.
Yeah, for sure. And like, look at the candlesticks the last handful of days. Doji.
Indecisiveness.
Yeah.
No direct. There's no direction this entire week. Our weekly candle is set up to be a complete. I mean, we are, not only is it an inside week, we are basically at the midpoint, just above the midpoint of last week. Look, you know, I bet we draw that. Yeah, midpoint of last week is right here, like within 2-3 points on SPX right here. See if you get a little pop here. Oil, if it rejects here and does this, you should get a pop 70 and then 90. Nice little, you know, 30, 40 point scalp trade. It was hard to really set your risk, so. If you get like a bottom wick here, maybe a top wick on oil, and you can get in 440 off that midpoint, or maybe, I don't know, you don't want it to go into this candle.
Well, I think the other thing too, like we were saying on Spaces, like, you know, the VIX peaked on March 9th at 35. We've not made new highs, and we've had bond yields move to yearly highs. You've had market make new lows, but VIX never made new highs. So, like, is the VIX at risk of, like, if the VIX starts to fall apart, I think that can kind of clear a pathway higher to me.
Oh,
Good to see all of you.
here we go. We got audio.
We're
You
going to
guys hear
start with
that?
some scheduling announcements. This evening, President Trump will deliver remarks at Union Station for a political dinner. Tomorrow morning, the president will host the second
I know a
cabinet
couple
meeting
people in the
of
chat were
year
long,
and
so
the
pump us
11th
up,
cabinet
Caroline.
meeting of his second term. And later tomorrow afternoon, the president will host a Greek Independence Day celebration in the East Room. On Friday, the president will celebrate National Agriculture Day alongside nearly 1,000 farmers who are coming in from across the country for the first event of the season on the South Lawn, so pray for good weather, to highlight the president's successful policies in support of America's farmers, including efforts to lower input costs, open new trade markets, bolster the farm safety net, double the death tax exemption, end taxes on rural property loan interest, and create rural opportunity zones. Also, I'm pleased to announce that President Trump's meeting and long-awaited meeting with President Xi in China will now take place in Beijing on May 14th and 15th.
There you go.
First Lady Melania and President Trump will also host President Xi and Madam Peng for a reciprocal visit in Washington, D.C. at a later date to be announced this year. Turning to the ongoing military operations in Iran, the United States military continues to decimate the terrorist Iranian regime's offensive and defensive capabilities. Just over 3 weeks in, it's abundantly clear that Operation Epic Fury has been a resounding military triumph. More than 9,000 enemy targets have been struck to date. Compared to the start of the operation, Iran's ballistic missile attacks and drone attacks are down by roughly 90%. The United States is also annihilating the Iranian regime's navy. We have destroyed more than 140 of their naval vessels, including almost 50 mine layers. This is the largest elimination of a navy over a 3-week period since World War II. Again, let me reiterate, this is the largest elimination of a navy on the face of the planet in a 3-week period since World War II. We are systematically dismantling Iran's defense industrial base, which will prevent future threats to the region. Our military also remains laser focused on eliminating the regime's threat to the free flow of energy through the Strait of Hormuz. Over the weekend, we dropped several 5,000-pound bombs on an underground facility used to store equipment, including anti-ship cruise missiles and mobile missile launchers positioned along the coastline of the strait. Our military efforts grow more successful with each passing day, steadily degrading Iran's ability to terrorize.
There's your
merchant
pop.
ships.
There's your trims.
For all of these reasons, we are very
If you got
close
in on
to
that.
meeting the core objectives of Operation Epic Fury, and this military mission continues unabated. From the outset, President Trump and the Department of War estimated it would take approximately 4 to 6 weeks to achieve this critical mission. 25 days in, the greatest military the world has ever known is ahead of schedule and performing exceptionally. Day by day, the Iranian regime is being crippled, and their ability to threaten the United States and our allies is being significantly weakened.
Yeah, if you got that
Their
pop,
ambitions
my
of
better
building a
judgment
nuclear
says
weapon
you
have
fade it.
also been crushed to an even greater
Yeah.
degree than
Could
they
fade
were
into
in
the
Operation
520s
Midnight
if you
Hammer
get up there or
in
whatever.
June 2025. That's why you're beginning to
Probably
see the
fade that
regime
right back
look
down
for an
100
exit
points.
ramp. They
Look at the
recognize they
VIX
are
too,
being
starting
crushed,
to. I mean,
their
this is
ability
kind of
to
the
attack
first
American and ally forces,
uh,
as well as their
below
ability to defend their own territory.
the 9
is
period on the
dwindling
VIX is at
literally
2540, and
hour
we are
by
below
hour.
that
Following President
on the
Trump's
daily
powerful
chart.
threat on Saturday evening, it was made clear to the United States that Iran wanted to talk. President Trump is willing to listen. As President Trump announced on Monday, the United States has been engaged over the last 3 days in productive conversations, which led the president to temporarily instruct the Department
Look,
of
if you
War
got in and you
to
took 30,
postpone planned
30
strikes
points
against
or,
Iranian
scalp
power
that.
plants and
I
energy
scalped it a little bit
infrastructure
there.
only.
Scalped, 30.
The remaining
Eric,
elements
take
of the
your profit.
Iranian regime have another
Don't be dumb.
opportunity to cooperate with President Trump, permanently abandoned their nuclear ambitions, and cease actively threatening America and our allies. But the president's preference is always peace. There does not need to be any more death and destruction. But if Iran fails to accept the reality of the current moment, if they fail to understand that they have been defeated militarily and will continue to be, President Trump will ensure they are hit harder than they have ever been hit before. President Trump does not bluff, and he is prepared to unleash hell. Iran should not miscalculate again. Their last miscalculation cost them their senior leadership, their Navy, their Air Force, and their air defense system. Any violence beyond this point will be because the Iranian regime refused to understand they have already been defeated and refused to come to a deal. Here
Probably
at
should've
home,
shorted
we are
that.
now on day 40 of the Democrats' shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats in Congress are forcing American travelers to wait in hours-long lines at airports across the country, robbing TSA officers and other federal workers of their hard-earned paychecks that they use to feed their families, and causing billions of dollars in damage to our economy. A father of 3 recently told CBS News that he felt he had no other choice but to quit his job as a TSA officer and find other work as the Democrats' shutdown of DHS continues. This is the quote from the father, and I encourage everyone to listen. "I think the hardest thing is seeing the struggle that my wife was going through and not trying to bring more stress to her," the father of 3 said, "but seeing her cry every night, how am I going to feed my family? How am I going to survive?" For the Democrats in Congress, the cruelty of this shutdown is the point. Nearly 500 TSA officers have quit since the Democrat shutdown began. President Trump, to alleviate this pressure, made the decision to send some of our amazing ICE agents to
oil's
help
rejecting
alleviate
there.
that stress and address the long wait times. And for all of the critics of this
Probably buy it
solution a
back
few
up.
days ago when it was proposed by the president, it is
Yeah, I
yielding
see this
results.
this
Wait
next
times
candle's
have
gonna matter,
improved
right? But
since ICE arrived, and they are doing everything in their power
I think it's a no
to
trade.
help their fellow federal service members.
yeah, I don't
It's
have any
important
trade
to
here.
I
take
just
a step
would-
back
it's like
and
I just
remember,
wouldn't
Continues
why
to
is
roll
this
over.
even happening in the first place? For nearly
too
6
messy.
weeks, Democrats in Congress have kept DHS shut down because they care more about illegal aliens
I do see
than
a
American
route
citizens.
if this
You have
cools
Democrat
off for whatever
elected
reason.
representatives in states
We
across
sweep
the country
all these
who are
highs and
willing
get back
to
to the
inflict
200-day.
massive pain on their own constituents to fight for illegal aliens who broke our nation's
100
laws to
points
come
higher.
here. In recent days, we saw the deadly consequence of this
But for
deranged
now,
policy of Democrat open borders and an illegal alien
it's
first
just range
agenda.
bound. What do you do
A
on range
beautiful
bound? You trade back
18-year-old
to the
girl,
middle.
Sheridan Gorman. She was shot
Yep.
and killed in Chicago last
I wish
Thursday morning
I could have left
while
these iron
walking
condors
in a
on
park
all
with
day,
friends.
just
The
printed.
suspect in custody for
There's some
murdering
good
her is a
volatility to get in the
Venezuelan
morning.
illegal alien who was caught and released at the border by the Biden administration in May of 2023. Why would the Biden administration catch and release a Venezuelan illegal alien? That is not happening anymore under this president. But there are still tens of thousands, if not millions, of these illegal aliens in our country who seek to do harm to innocent Americans, like this beautiful young woman whose family
She
will
does-
now
she
never
talks
be
like she has a
the
chip on her
same
shoulder
because of
all the
her
time.
death. To make
But she's
matters
pissed.
even worse, this monster was also released from local custody again after a shoplifting arrest, where in the sanctuary city of Chicago in June of 2023.
Damn, Will.
Again,
Uh-huh.
another
Right,
innocent
well,
American
shoplifting.
citizen had her life stolen from her because Democrats embrace reckless open border policies and reckless sanctuary city policies.
Listen,
which
there's
put
some bad stuff
criminals
that goes
back
on in the
into
city, there's
American
no doubt.
communities. How
It
many
ain't
more
good.
Americans have to die before the Democrats end this madness? President Trump's position is very clear. He wants the federal government opened, he wants the Department of Homeland Security funded, and he wants the Democrat shutdown to end immediately.
I think my
The
stock
president
pick of
will
the week
also
leverage
continue
share
to
is
call
going
on
to be
Democrat
a.
leaders in sanctuary cities and states like J.B.
It's going to be
Pritzker,
nice.
where
AMDG. What do you think about
one
that?
beautiful girl was murdered,
dude, I saw
to
that.
cooperate with
I bet
ICE
you're
and
crushing
stop
it.
releasing illegal alien criminals into American.
I actually
hands.
did
It is for
that.
the safety
I
of
think I
every
did it on
American
Monday. I
citizen,
bought it. I did a
including all
risk
of the
reversal
people
in
in this
AMD.
room. With that, I will
I
take
bought
your
the
questions,
205,
and for our new media
215
team
call
today,
spread,
we have Gabe
and I
Fleischer.
sold the
Thanks,
185
Gabe, for
puts.
being here.
Thank you. I have two
So
questions.
I
Alright, here's
took
the
that
questions.
this morning.
If the war in Iran continues past this current round of peace talks, and with thousands of troops on their way to the Middle East, is there a point, either a number of ground troops or a number of days, at which the president will consider seeking authorization from Congress?
Well, as you know right now, that formal authorization from Congress is not necessary because we're currently in major combat operations in Iran. The Department of War and the President, as I said, estimated about a 4 to 6 week timeline for the full completion of these military combat operations. We're again on day 25 today. And as a courtesy, nevertheless, the administration did notify Congress, the Gang of Eight, ahead of the launch of the operation 25 days ago. And we've also had our top national security officials go to Capitol Hill to brief lawmakers, again, out of courtesy and out of respect for them. So at this moment, it's unnecessary, but of course, the President and this administration will always abide by the law. Gabe, or do you have a follow-up?
Yes,
Sure, go ahead.
Second question. In my reporting, I speak a lot to young voters, many of whom voted for President Trump for the first time in 2024, hoping to have no more wars and to have lower prices. Now, with the war taking place and with gas prices going up, Here's what President Trump's message would be to those voters who kind of swung into his coalition in 2024, but maybe don't feel the administration's going as they had expected.
President Trump is doing this for you. He's doing this for young people so that we are no longer threatened by a rogue terrorist regime in the Middle East that seeks to kill the brave men and women who serve in our country in the Middle East, many of them young people themselves, young men and women who serve this country honorably in uniform and have been threatened, killed, and maimed by the rogue Iranian terrorist regime for 47 years. President Trump finally had the courage to step up and do what's right by our national security, our homeland security. As for the temporary short-term fluctuation in gas prices, the president has said once these combat operations are over, this administration is going to continue to unleash American energy dominance. We're continuing to do that every day. And
boy, you
we're
took
gonna
the
see pipe
VWAP
prices
and
at the pump
the
go back down just as
the
we have
EMA
over the
long
past
right here.
year, because of this president. And don't think for 1 second if the Democrats had their way, gas prices would be as they were under the previous administration, the Biden administration, record highs. This president is keeping them as low as he can during this short-term combat operation, and they're going to go right back down when this is over. Gabe.
Thank you, Caroline. Just within the past few hours, Iranian state TV has said that Iran has rejected the U.S.'s 15-point plan to end the war. What's the White House's response to that?
Oh.
And have these talks hit a dead end?
They have not. Talks continue.
Some algo leaders
They
got
are
hit.
productive, as the president said on Monday, and they continue to be. However, I saw a 15-point plan that was floated in the media. I would caution reporters in this room from reporting about speculative points or speculative plans from anonymous sources. The White House never confirmed that full plan. There are elements of truth to it, but some of the stories I read were not entirely factual. So I am not going to negotiate on behalf of the president here.
So
at the
what is
podium.
factual?
What I will tell you is these talks are ongoing. We're not going to get into the nitty-gritty details that have been exchanged between the United States and Iran at this time.
Well, yesterday the president mentioned a very big present that the Iranians had given the U.S. He wouldn't go into detail, but was it that ship that was carrying 2 million barrels of oil that made it through the state of Hormuz?
I'll let the president speak on that at the appropriate time.
And then finally, Caroline, today Iraq's government reportedly is planning to lodge a protest with the U.S. According to the Wall Street Journal. There was an attack in Iraq.
Is she short? I feel like she's short. She just got short on her phone.
Reportedly. What's the U.S.'s response to that? Was the U.S. responsible for that attack?
I'll have to check in with the Pentagon on that, and we'll get you an answer.
Thank you, Caroline, too, if I may. Speaker Johnson today described the conflict as wrapping up, but the 82nd Airborne Division, they're typically deployed at the beginning of conflicts. So does the White House consider this conflict as wrapping up, or is it changing shape?
As I said at the beginning of my remarks, we are meeting our goals of Operation Epic Fury expeditiously. The president likes to maintain options at his disposal. It's the Pentagon's job to provide those options to the commander-in-chief. For any specifics on troop deployments, though, I would point you to the Pentagon.
And today, Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner reiterated threats to potentially arrest ICE agents that were sent in to assist with these historically long TSA lines. He said, quote, "The president cannot pardon you." Has the president seen Krasner's comments? Does he have any response?
The president cannot pardon you for what? He's talking to the ICE agents who are handing out water bottles and are helping people move through lines at airports. It's a disgraceful comment. The men and women of ICE are great people. I would encourage this lawmaker, whose name I don't know and don't care to know, to actually sit down and speak with the ICE agents who are on the ground doing this important work, not just in our nation's airports, but again, to remove violent, dangerous, illegal alien criminals from our country to protect.
Yeah, like what are they doing there with the
Hold on.
second 80-second
Hold on.
and Americans across the country.
Commentary
from
coming out of
murderers,
Iran right now that
violence,
there's
and
enemies
been
preparing
allowed into our
to
country by
occupy
Democrat
part of
politicians.
Iran.
Mario, good to see you.
Thank you, Caroline.
Our-
Good to see you as well.
hold on.
Just given
Intelligence
the president
reports,
postponed his original trip to
enemies of
China,
Iran.
Because of the war, should we infer that the war will be wound down and concluded by the time?
Which
that May
island? This is from a
15th,
post on
14th
X, so there's no
Again,
like
as
real
I've
concrete
said,
stuff
we've
here.
always estimated approximately 4 to 6 weeks, so you could do the math on that, Mario. But we do look forward. I know the president looks forward to going to China on May 14th and 15th, and of course, as always, we'll provide additional logistical details to all of you in the media for that trip, who I know look forward to coming with us as well.
One follow-up. Was that a precondition? Did the two leaders speak about
Breaking trend
conclusion of
here.
the war? Was that a precondition for them to have this rescheduled meeting?
No, there was a discussion about the rescheduling of the meeting between the president and President Xi. President Xi understood. understood that it's very important for the president to be here throughout these combat operations right now. He understood, obviously, the request to postpone and accepted it, which is why we have new dates on the books, and I'm happy to announce those to you today. Jennifer.
On the negotiations with Iran, are there still face-to-face talks planned?
I mean, this would be the same spot you would try to hold with tight risk, right?
Yeah, but look at, I don't know. I just don't like these
Oil
headlines.
gets
So much
rejected
cross
here.
currents. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna
You
get
just gotta-
chopped.
Well, you just gotta make sure you just gotta get on the right side of a headline, but
Yeah.
as long as your risk reward's like a 2-1,
You're okay.
it may take 3 shots,
That
but
all of the allies will go along with whatever the U.S. concludes with these Iranians. Are you expecting that Israel and all the other allies will follow whatever agreement is made?
I think the president has shown
Oh, man.
that he is absolutely the leader of the free world, the head
They're
of the
preparing to
most powerful
occupy an
military in the
Iranian
world,
island with support
and
from a regional country.
various
So they're going to go
examples
try and take
of
Karg
war
Island.
between
They're going
Iran
to take the
and
82nd
Israel.
Airborne, and that's what they're going to try to
Between
do.
Israel and Gaza, the president has shown
yeah, but
a very
who
unique skill
us
at
or
getting
somebody
our
else? Because
allies
they
to
said
get
like a
on board
regional
with what's in
country.
the best interest of the United States, but also the world in cases
Kurds?
of foreign policy like this.
Yeah, I mean, who is it? Azerbaijan?
So, is there a time frame as to when the first oil tanker can go through the Strait of Hormuz freely?
It's a very good
It's
question.
still kinda like the
Ed.
long hair.
I don't have a specific timeline for you today, but it's obviously something the administration is working towards as quickly as we can. And with respect to oil, as you know, the administration has taken a number of actions to stabilize the markets. We directed the U.S. DFC to offer reasonably priced
You
political
think-
risk insurance for
I'm gonna throw a
tankers through the
hypothetical.
Strait. We issued that
Is
temporary
it
waiver to allow countries to purchase
Trump comes
sanctioned
out,
Russian
says they're
oil,
trying to work
to
towards
alleviate
peace
global pressures. We're
or some
working
type
with
of
the
plan
IEA
or
to coordinate the release
de-escalation
of another
so he can
400
calm the
million
markets
barrels.
down a little bit so
Issued
he
that
can go in
60-day
there this
Jones Day,
weekend,
act
then
take the
do it.
island,
and then just today,
and then
EPA
oil's
Administrator
not
Liz
already at
Zeldin,
100,
recent
it maybe
in
just
consultation with
ramps
the
back to
Department of
100 or
Energy,
105 or
announced
whatever.
a temporary emergency fuel waiver to
I don't
allow
know.
nationwide sales of E15 gasoline blended with 15% ethanol to remove all federal impediments to
God,
selling
I just don't like
E10
anything. Like,
gasoline,
I want to do nothing.
across the country. The
I wanna go to all
emergency fuel
cash
waiver
and
will
just
temporarily
wait.
waive the summer low volatility requirements and blending limitations for gasoline to provide additional
Maybe that's the play.
flexibility
Maybe he's
to
trying to calm the
fuel. So,
markets
as
down
far as
because they know
tankers
they're
through
going
the
to go in
Strait,
there and
something we're tracking
he's
very closely, but
it's almost
obviously
like
the
he's trying to
administration is coming up with creative
buy
new
oil
solutions
buy
by the
oil
day to
back
keep
at
the price
VWAP.
of oil stable, something the president wants to
You
see.
know,
And
I don't know.
Secretary Bessent, Secretary Wright, Secretary
And you see you
Berger,
held
EPA
SPX
Administrator
6600
Zeldin are
right
all
there.
working together closely to find ways to do that.
You gave that 5-day timeline for pause
Yeah, maybe that's the play because I don't think the 82nd Airborne's over there just for to jump out of a plane for fun.
That's
You know,
only
they're not just
something
going
the
to do some
president
trial
wants to
runs.
answer. I won't get ahead of him.
Here we go.
The TSA lines. Are the TSA lines?
Oh,
We've
oh.
all seen the video of that from various airports.
Oil.
Is that going to be what ends
Oh,
the stalemate?
what is
in
that?
Congress to get DHS funded?
Well, look, it's the Democrats who have led to this stalemate over the past 6 weeks. The
Don't tell me
president
they
and
just
Republicans'
whip people
position has
out.
been very clear.
There
Funding
is
the
a
Department
tanker
of
going
Homeland
through the
Security.
Strait of Hormuz
We've
is what
attempted in
I
good
think I heard.
faith numerous times, both the president himself and lawmakers on the Republican side on Capitol Hill to go to the Democrats with reasonable offers, with real solutions. They'll ask for something, we'll give them that concession, and then they say, oh wait, that's not enough, actually. So I think that's why I said earlier, the cruelty is the point. They want this chaos. They want to distract, I think, from the success of our military overseas right now, totally
Creative
obliterating
solutions.
the Iranian regime. And it's very unfortunate because there's only
That was a
the
nasty
only
wick
people
on
that are
oil.
suffering from this are the American people.
Yeah,
And
some
I hear
algo-
that Democrats might be flying
some
out of
algo
town
heard the,
tomorrow. How convenient and lovely of them that they get to go to the airport
they
and that they'll get
flashed
to
it.
go home to their families. When you have families, TSA workers who are suffering, you have people across the country who are missing flights for funerals and for work commitments because of Democrat politicians.
No,
on
they're
Capitol
not. They're
Hill.
missing spring break.
Mary in the back.
Thanks,
Glad
Caroline.
to see you have a seat now.
I do. Thank you. Is the White House satisfied with Republican leadership's efforts on the Save America Act?
I think the president has made it very clear he wants everyone on Capitol
Well,
Hill.
we don't
to
want to
move
know about this
as
right now. Tell us what's
quickly
going
as
on in
possible to
Iran.
get the
Yeah,
Save
can we
America
like
Act
get
passed,
some
and he wants
trades
to
in
see
here?
that legislation
Okay,
launched
let's
as
focus
quickly
on-
as Republicans and
Are we
Democrats
blowing
can.
them to pieces or are we going to meet them in
But are there
Islamabad?
any
That's the only two things we
lawmakers
want to
in
know.
Congress that
You know, the low I
president
bought
is
this
frustrated
morning
with on
was
this matter?
just for another little scalp swing was
I think the
XHB,
president wants to see
Home
everybody
Builders
on Capitol
ETF.
Hill
Check that
move
chart out.
faster all the time. That he wants everyone in this town to work at Trump speed like we do here at the White House. We'll go to Karen.
Two questions.
questions on Lebanon, if I can.
Right at that 98 level.
Wait, this is XLB. That's what it was. I was like, there's an HB in here somewhere.
And is
You gotta
the
go out
president
a-
concerned that right now
Maybe
there
we
are
hold
more
this
than 1 million
low.
people who've been displaced and potentially could be for a significant amount of time?
That's not something I'm in a position to comment on for the first question.
Kind
For
of
the
this-
second question, of course, that's something that would concern the president.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
mean, this
why
is just
he
so
began
it's so
quickly
rate
moving to,
sensitive.
eliminate
That's my
both
I mean,
yeah.
I
The
would just
play
pull up
is
your
even in the
just pull up your
Middle East,
30-year and trade
weakening
off of
their
that.
proxies like
Yep,
Hezbollah, who
that's
have
the play.
terrorized
Rates are
Lebanon for far too
coming
long.
in. Maybe we're
And I know
past
that
peak
the president
oil.
wants to see this
I don't know.
again move
That's
as
just
quickly
a
as possible
reflexive
as
trade.
we
I'm in
can
it from
over the course
98.60,
of
but
the next
I
couple
got
of
stop
weeks.
break even.
I mean, look, you see where we made the low the other day, right?
If these negotiations
4
are
9s,
successful, is the only option
basically
open to reopen
basically
with
498 on the 30-year.
troops on the ground, given
This
that
is
all
where
of
the
our
market
allies
bottomed the
have
other day.
essentially said that they are unable or unwilling to help?
Look, that's a hypothetical question. It's a hypothetical question. It's also a decision that would have to be made by the commander in chief, and I'm not going to get ahead of him.
In addition to that, when it comes to the Vice President, J.D. Vance, what has changed that has made him more of an active participant in these negotiations with Iran?
I don't think
No,
anything's
I'm not.
changed.
I am
The
not short
president has
oil
always
currently.
been
I was
a
short
key member,
overnight,
the president's
and I
right-hand
took
man,
that
and a
trade
key
off
member of the
at
president's
like
national
87
security
something
team.
this morning
He's been part of these
when I saw that
discussions,
headline about
throughout this entire
they
course of the
like didn't agree to all the points of the
with
plan or
respect
whatever it
again to
was.
the 12-day
Around
war that the
7:30
president and his national
my
security
time.
team negotiated a solution to. With respect to the ceasefire,
Because the reality is,
between
until you
Israel
get
and
some
Gaza and the
confirmation
release
on
of
the
hostages,
Iranian
which
side
there
that
was a lot of
they're
criticism that
in
didn't get done, and
agreement
it
with
did.
the
Vice
U.S. or
President
something,
has
like
been
oil's
by the
just going to stay
president's side
probably
every step
bid.
of the way, and any report
Might not go
otherwise is just
significantly higher,
completely
but it might
false.
just have a
I
bid
see
to
him in
it.
the room.
Yeah,
Again,
there's
the president
nothing.
seeks his counsel
There's
on all
nothing
matters, both
that I
foreign
can
and
do on the
domestic.
long side until
Who
oil comes in
Who
again.
exactly the
Like-
U.S. is negotiating with in Iran, and why the U.S. and this administration trusts that person?
Again, as I said to Gabe's question earlier, we're not going to get into the details of these negotiations and conversations that continue to take place. As of course you can imagine, they are very sensitive diplomatic discussions.
Did
And
she
I
say
would
creative
reiterate, I do
solutions
recall
for
giving all
oil
of you the
prices a while
same
ago? What does
answer,
that mean?
when we were negotiating the ceasefire between Israel
Creative
and Gaza. I gave you the
solutions. I
same
don't know.
answer
Short the
throughout
futures. You
12-day
get
war
oil down if you
between
just short
Iran
them.
and Israel. Gave you
Get
the same
Besson in
answer
there
with
and just
respect to
hammer
many
the
of the
shorts.
other
It'll go down.
global
I promise.
conflicts that this administration has negotiated
I think
solutions to.
Microsoft looks bad.
President Trump is going to give his diplomats
Microsoft looks
the
horrible.
freedom that they need to have these sensitive diplomatic discussions without negotiating and
The only
litigating
argument I
with
could say on
media.
Microsoft is it's a could be an H pattern low.
Because you said that some of the
And what that is
My argument would be every time you've come into the 200-week moving average, you got bought up.
Yeah.
Does one of your bellwether stocks of the market at the 200-week? You're telling me you don't want to buy that?
You've heard it from the President of the United States. Obviously, it's true.
Weekly
as well as the
RSI is
objectives
at
of
a
Operation
27.
Adversary, we've said repeatedly.
And if
said
you
them
look at
from
the
the
daily,
podium,
look at the
Lieutenant
daily
Governor
RSI, you got
reiterated
bullish
them.
divergence.
That's why we've taken military action to achieve them. So, of course, those are
Yeah.
goals that we want to see.
This
but
new low
this
is
full
is
15-point
not
plan that's
the
been
RSI is
floating
higher
around in
than it
many of
was
your
on the
outlets,
prior low.
there's a lot of misinformation to that as well.
Almost
and again,
double bottom, I
caution
would
you,
say. But
from taking things from
the
anonymous
original low
sources
was back
rather
in
than
February in
verifying them,
RSI down in the
directly
20s,
with the
low
White House.
20s.
Christian.
Thanks, Caroline. Two on Iran.
I really want to try this long right here. And just hope that we reject here and we
Again,
pop
that's a
back up
question
here.
for the president. I won't get ahead of him on that. I
What
haven't
do you want to
talked
get
him
into
about
that?
And then secondly,
I
you mentioned at the top that
when I say I want to do something, it means that I
to this point,
can't
we don't
really
recognize
do
the
it with a
fact that
clearer
they're losing this
conscience.
war.
Yeah.
Could those strikes
Like
happen
that means I don't
before
feel good
the
about it.
negotiating window closes if the president doesn't think they're negotiating in good faith?
You're asking me
What
to
is
tell
this?
you if the commander
Headline?
in chief would authorize
Israel's
very
working
strong
assumption
strikes against the
Trump
Iranian
may
regime. That's
announce a
not something I
ceasefire
would
by
ever
next
reveal from this
Saturday.
podium.
Israel's 12 News.
Phil.
Dude, that Israel 12. I remember last time around they had a lot of stuff fairly accurate.
Who have said that the president's red line shifted.
Because I think they're running the show.
Iran
That's what I
cannot
think.
take a nuclear weapon to Iran
Wouldn't doubt
cannot pursue.
What's up, guys?
nuclear enrichment.
What's up,
What is the
Casey?
administration's response to that criticism?
What's up, dude?
Getting those iron condors this morning with me?
Nope. I was too scared.
I'm gonna just long and go against the slow right here.
They printed
20 points.
Printed today.
So the only reason why I didn't take them is because when Iran sent the headline saying in order for the war to end, they gave them the 5 conditions, right? I was like, okay, that means the U.S. is scrambling right now to give them an answer. Either fuck you, we have beautiful missiles and rockets, you're going to find out more, or two, like, we'll propose something else back. And I was like, I'd imagine they're probably going to send out another headline soon. And I was like, I don't want to be in a 0 DTE credit spread and Trump comes back and he's like, I'm denying all their proposals. We're going to send more rockets and more missiles. Or he's like, you know what? It was a good offer. The war ends. We're good to go. And something crazy happens. So I didn't want to sit in it and just, I feel like I'd be on eggshells all day if I was sitting in that.
Well, listen, I did a couple tranches. Like I try to layer them. Like I started one where like 66.20, then I did another one like I kind of try to spread them out, and then I was able to take them off for about 40%, and it wasn't much long after that.
Nice.
But I'm not gonna sit on them. No, like that's my target usually. Honestly, if you actually look at some back testing data, the best place to take off an Iron Condor is at 25% of net credit.
Really?
Yes. That's the strongest back test data.
Dude, I went short at 9:35 this morning.
Yeah,
and that was it. I ain't done nothing else since then. I've just been chilling.
I didn't get that short, but I longed to like ES. I think it was like 34 or something for scalp back up like 12, 13 points.
I did the same too. When they swept under pre-market lows and reclaimed it, I scalped it back up.
Yep, that was the same trade.
The Lucid account is up another $500 today for day 3. It's almost there.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think I can. I don't want to do anything here. I think.
Nah, me either.
Just messy.
Position in the Iranian regime that will be much more.
I just want to get like I want to be able to trade where we don't have headlines every 15 minutes in one direction or the other. Like just so.
I know.
Did
Trump say earlier that he'll respond about the whole proposal this weekend?
The president yesterday.
He didn't know there was a headline from Israel's working assumption from their 12 news channel that seems to be got the inside track. Said Trump may announce a ceasefire by next Saturday. Is that after they take the island and destroy
When did that one come out?
5 minutes ago.
No, this one was earlier.
There has been a change in leadership. I mean, do you feel
Let me see if I can find it.
From this morning?
Yeah, after they sent the proposal. Let me see if I can find it.
Level the personnel in place right now in Iran that you're satisfied with? I mean, have you?
I think it's too soon to say.
Let's see.
Highly enriched uranium in Iran right now. Is your expectation? I mean, the stated desire of the president has been to prevent nuclear weapons. Is your expectation that the end game here is that eventually Americans
see if I can find
that uranium, or you'll somehow have
I
some
didn't
direct
see it.
control over the highly.
I swear they said something about this weekend.
Again, this is a point of conversation that continues. I think you know the means in which the United States would have to take in order to achieve that goal, and that's a decision for the president to make.
Well, I mean, she did say that Trump would unleash hell if Iran doesn't accept defeat.
Does the White House have a comment on a letter that was sent from Congressman Raskin to the DOJ alleging that the DOJ recklessly
Got my average at 416, hard stop at 393.
damning information in regards to
So many news headlines. I gotta
I
search
saw
through all
that
this
letter
shit.
from Congressman Raskin this morning, who I would add has zero credibility, and this letter was clearly a cheap political stunt. What the congressman did here, Brian, and for everyone in the room who's
USPS will implement an 8% surcharge on all packages to offset rising fuel costs.
in a memo that was
Oh,
produced
nice.
by Jack Smith, who has been completely discredited.
UPS is getting a stick from that?
Yeah, probably.
FedEx's too.
Yeah, they are.
It never even made it into the indictment.
Look at that. That's hilarious.
And what happened into that venue
UPS
anyway.
nice stick.
It was thrown out. And Jack Smith has been proven, again, to be a
Everyone's
prosecutor on a
like,
witch hunt
"Oh,
against
we're
President
switching
Trump.
to
He tried to throw him in
UPS."
jail ahead of the 2024 election. The Biden Department of Justice was fully on board with this lawfare campaign.
So the
And in
interesting
fact,
thing that I find
this story
today
that was
is
concocted,
that
by
oil has
Congressman
moved back
Raskin,
higher
was
off
so
the lows.
ridiculous. I understand his communications
Over
team
90
reached
and
out
rates
to some
have
outlets
not.
in this room who
So
responsibly
what is that?
said,
That tells
we're
me
not going to write this
that
because this is just too much. However, of
Something's
course,
wrong.
Fox Now
Somebody's
did write that
wrong.
story this morning
Yeah,
because
somebody's
it
wrong.
One's
and I
gonna
don't
catch up to the other.
left-wing
It ain't the
propaganda
bond
to the
market.
Democrat
That's what
Party.
I'm
But
telling you.
I
Because
think
if the
Jack
bond
Smith has
market
been
felt like
proven
we were
to be
going higher
a
oil,
liar and
I
a
think the
fraud,
bond market would be
and this is,
selling
again, a
off,
cheap political stunt
and
from a
we're up
Democrat
almost 1% on the
Capitol Hill
long
who
end.
I think wants to get himself
So
on
to
cable
me,
television. Thank you all very much.
what did you? What was? How did you word that trade? If I were, what did you say?
Levitt's done.
Yeah, she's done. How did you say if I was gonna trade it?
Like it's like when you like I really want to do this, but I can't, you know. And I ended up doing it anyway. So all right, here we go. Come
Part of me says that if the bond market is not falling when yields, and meaning yields are not going higher with oil, it makes me want to fade oil here. That's my gut. Because you should see bonds starting to sell if oil's risen $3-4 off the lows, and it has not done that. It's stayed bid all day. So it makes me want to fade oil.
Come on,
am I going to do it? No, but that's what I feel.
Hey, what can I say? Every time I'm in the street.
I might just buy an account and try to full port of oil short, though. Use code Wolf. Don't forget it. Let's go. Fire.
I mean, honestly, part of me goes, I should just buy evals and just try to take full port shots at stuff because of the volatility and just pass some accounts and then just not touch any account that's been passed.
That's one way to do it.
Just do the ROI play.
Backup accounts.
I mean, I'm up 15 points here. Do I trim? Do I go break even just to be safe?
I don't know.
It'll just pop into 450, 448.
Oops. Oh, damn it. All right, I got this Apex account. Everything, I just need to get it to the profit target for a payout. That's all I got to do now.
You got to go above the profit target.
Yeah. What is this next one? I need another.
Oil is, most
Like
people are trading K right now,
500.
CLK or MCLK.
Yes. The K contract is where you would be.
I don't know. This don't look good.
I don't know. I just think there's nothing here. I think it's
We're sitting directly on the midpoint line. So if you take it should be, if you take the highest
IB
point of the day to the lowest point of the day and draw a fib, you're at 50%.
You're on the first hour 50% too, right here.
Yeah. So this is kind of, you do have a little trend line right here on spying cues for this higher low, but I mean, I mentioned it this morning. We've been in a squeeze from the 5-minute to the 4-hour all day, and we're still.
I'm looking at the 15-minute has a squeeze that's trying to go.
Yeah,
trying
all
hard
morning.
to go upside. Spy, look at spies. For me, this is multiple candles. This is what, like 6 candles now. Squeeze trying upside. That's why I'm leaning to the long. Honestly, is because the squeeze there.
I think I need to change that script a little bit. breadth dashboard. Tick. Want the colors. Right. Trust me. Why is there not one right there? Right. Oh, it's probably not turned off. Nope. Stupid. Hey, what can I say?
Jerusalem Post, Western intelligence source notes in recent weeks, Khamenei has issued instructions to lower the threshold for action. What does that mean?
Habibi. Market breadth dashboard. This is for which one?
Is it Khamenei or is it Khamenei? I think the K's silent. I don't know. My Arabic is not strong. Look, the easiest way, guys, if you go to TradingView, you hit GC1, SI1, CL1, whatever. I have it over here on my status bar right now. Looks like most people are on GCJ.
Juicy J.
Juicy J. Look at this gold squeeze setting up here too on the 15-minute.
Baby.
Just like them youngins. Juicy do all them drugs. Come on, let's get a pop. I want to get a trim and lock in some profit. Get to break even.
In my Tommy boxes.
Got all these upper wicks on oil. I'm hoping that this is going to get stuffed at yesterday's low.
I'm in the kitchen. Yams everywhere.
I mean, I'm up 20 points here. Just not enough size that I really want to trim.
You're the realest trader breathing if I hold my breath. How do you, what is it under? It's under what, style?
There we go. I got a trim there at 448, about a 40-point gain. I'm gonna hit break even on this because I'm not gonna let this just be a liquidity headline. Something's probably coming out. Hold on, I hear the get my telepathy going. And they unmuted. They didn't say anything.
Can I make it a cross? What does that look like?
All right, so 40-point trim and break even stop. So we make money no matter what here.
Not sure if anyone's actually ever went into like an indicator and like started editing it yourself, like the code, but you're smart if you know how to do this without AI.
I didn't get a headline here, by the way. Just make sure I was waiting. I didn't hear anything come through. A lot of flow today.
If you had an overextended tick, what symbol would you want on the candle? We can't do arrows or circles.
What are my options?
You can't do arrows, circles, or triangles. So you can do a cross, so it's a T, or you can do an X cross, so it's an X. Those are the kind of two that I'm going back and forth.
I like the X.
I'm thinking the X because the tick for
the
me,
tick
for
would
the
be like X into the move.
That's what I'm thinking too, right? All right,
I like
cool.
that.
Updating the script now. There we go.
You doing some fancy shit over there, Casey, or what's?
I'm just messing with some things.
He's tweaking it. He's tweaking it.
I'm tweaking.
What's up, Jordan?
What's up?
What's up?
Finally home.
Which AI are you using to do this, Casey, is a question here.
I'm using the Quant by Lux Algo.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Shout out.
Thing is awesome.
It
I kind
is.
of like this little curl right here on the EMAs.
I shorted oil at 90.54.
and I like that oil's rolled over. Rejected that yesterday's low, RTH low.
Yeah, just for a little scalp.
It's funny. This is like one of those like preemptive trades where you have a squeeze firing to the upside, and you just say, okay, I can set risk reward tight here around 400 on NQ, and I can say, hey, I also want oil at this 90.5 to continue rejecting like it mostly has. And if it doesn't, I already got my trim. I'm break even, so I make money no matter what on this trade.
Telon Tuss, to your comment about the banks and rates, how high can they handle them? The issue with the banks, it's not so much how high rates go. It's more about the yield curve. And right now the yield curve's flattening because short-term rates are moving higher and less cuts. And long-end rates are up as well, but not as much as the front end right now. So banks make money in an environment where short rates are low and longer rates, 10-year, 30-year rates are higher, and they make it on the spread, obviously. So if you have a flattening yield curve where the short end rates are similar or close, that's actually a negative for the banks. So what you want is you want rate cuts to help the banks, and then you want some spread between the short-term rates and long-term rates. Hopefully that answers your question.
Extendo clip. Extendo roll. Bottom right. Normal.
But also to the point earlier, we had on Spaces with Jordan and I with Michael Coe. He's kind of in the camp of there could be some more issues in the private credit space that we just haven't seen yet, and he thinks that definitely could be a risk later this year if those things start to progress where they mark down some more of these private equity loans. So it's definitely not good when credit spreads continue to widen out. Well, there goes oil.
Midpoint line lines up with the new volume indicator for POC on SPY around 657.73. Midpoint lines at 657.57. Start breaking down underneath that spot. Might get a little flesheroo back down to.
The danger is this starts rolling over the next like 30 minutes or so. And then
goes back to the bottoms.
And then your squeeze fires downside instead of upside.
Yeah. Jordan, do you see the next signal that came in on the 5-minute on your ES? I think he's muted.
Definitely muted.
Oh, I was. I'm so sorry. Yes,
there
I did
he is.
see it.
Yeah.
AMD new high of day. Ooh, Boeing back over 200.
And then,
So I'm
if
assuming
you
when you
have
took
the-
that, you like took it on the open of that candle because it probably doesn't form until that candle closes, correct?
Correct, but so
So you take it on
the
the open of that candle.
I was already in before that candle actually formed, and the reason on why is because if you use the market breadth dashboard, you had an overextended tick at 140, so you should have. I just updated the script as well, so if you add the market breadth dashboard to your chart, you might have the little purple icon for it to update. If not, just re-add it to your chart, and you should have a purple icon to update the indicator.
We did have a True Social post. Trump said his meeting with Xi will be in Beijing May 14th and 15th. They will also host President Xi for a reciprocal visit at a later date this year.
Dawes, to your question on oil, there are two contracts, and I would suggest you start with the first one, which is MCL, which is micro crude. Every penny is worth $1. And on the big contract, which is CL, the ticks are worth $10. And in a market like this, one micro is plenty to start with.
So I see this, Casey. It was that red line at 487. Yes.
So
well, I'm on NQ, so I don't know if you're running that on QQQ.
Let me go check. So go to your
ES too.
Do you have the market
ES
breadth indicators turned on?
Yes.
Go to the
I have it on
settings.
ES as well.
Go to the settings, and then at inputs at the very bottom where it says tick extreme signals, is the show tick overextensions box checked on or off?
Off.
Turn it on.
Okay.
And then your 5-minute chart, you should have 3 signals today. You should have one where I went short near this morning at 9:30 on the opening pop.
Mm-hmm.
You should see another one at 11:15 on the overextension downside.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should have a signal at that 140 candle right before the sell signal came in. You should have one up there as well.
Yes.
Yep. So that overextension right there at 140, for me, that's always nice, quick scalps for the overextension to short it. And then next candle came in, nice short. It formed an evening star. That's even more, confluence for this short. 9 times out of 10, I want to see follow through in that next candle. And then boom, you get another red candle at 150.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're sitting on the white midpoint line right now.
China longs. What I was in some China names last year. I have no position in those.
I kind of like some of those actually. Baidu, Baba.
Yeah. I think Baba reported not too long ago, and they didn't have good earnings, I think it was. They missed. Yeah, they did. They missed on revenue and missed on EPS quite a bit.
All right, my break-even stop just hit. Sure, I clear my DOM this time, or my orders. It could be the same trade setting up here again, but I don't want to double dip here. 15-minute does not look super friendly. I'm just protecting myself, just locking in, because now I have some credit that I can put towards another trade. And if I have a scratch day, I have a scratch day, but I can put risk on again because I built a little credit to my name. I just don't like oil over 90, even though it's under yesterday's low. I just
don't like
90
this ping-ponging back and forth. This is nowhere. It's just so choppy.
Yeah, you're a headline away from a big move because of the price consolidation. But
yes,
it's all right. I'll take a little win there. Couple accounts.
Yeah, I'm up today nicely, so I just don't find anything else that I like right now. I think the biggest thing that scares me is just Google just looks so bad. It's just another general name that just looks heavy.
Yeah, look at the book map right now, and there's no interest anywhere.
But like, look at AMD 221 now, just out of control. Should have rolled my call spread up.
I need to make sure that box gets checked automatically, though. Let's see. Market. Dashboard. What is it? Tipping stream.
I did take a light long yesterday in the Jets ETF from like 2480. It's like maybe a pairs trade with possibly short oil. Yeah, Google, if it holds 290 and we can hold this low, we need to get back above 296 and get back into that range and try to reclaim 300 pretty quickly. But look at Microsoft here, about to lose 370. I mean, I feel like they're trading Microsoft like it's going bankrupt. There is a gap down there. I think we talked about 367 on Microsoft, so that could be your next spot.
I got an Apex account right now that's short 10 ES. We're getting funded.
I like your style.
I'll see if this spot breaks. It's up. I mean, a lot from the signal, but we can break this spot. Just flush. It'll stop me out in profit over 58.
You need to push an oil higher to push the market down. Honestly, the trade of the day, Casey, Iron Fly, 6,600 Iron Fly would have printed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because we've chopped in a 10, 12 point range the last 3 hours. I just saw, this is a headline 1 minute ago. Trump could halt fighting in Iran if offers substantial concession. This is Israeli Broadcasting Authority. God, I mean, the headlines just, I don't know what substantial concessions are. I just think it's too hard to get chopped up here.
The crude just settled, by the way, 3 minutes ago. The headline, you're gonna get like headline fatigue very soon in this market.
Yeah, where it's almost like nothing moves it because nobody knows what to believe.
Exactly. It was the same thing with the tariffs after a little while.
All right, cool. Update script. Tick extension. Signals default. Toggled on. Publish. All right. I just fixed it, Jordan. Should be
as
good.
long as SPX holds right here, the 6,600. Really, they have like a 5-point little spot right here. As long as that holds, then I still think you're fine. Problem is, statistically, you're not supposed to do this. So what do? Probably nothing.
Now the tick extension default is toggled on. There should be one more update. Is anything in this market moving right now? AMD, let's go. God. If anyone's selling those April 17 call swings, holy bejabus. Cruise lines are popping up a little bit here.
Tesla new low of day.
Ooh. Tesla. Tesla. Ooh, Tesla has a little gap to fill. Down to 386.70. Almost there.
God, Microsoft looks like just death in a bottle.
I have an alert set on Microsoft for 345. So if it sweeps under 350 and gets down to 345 in my long-term port, I'm probably going to start buying.
We get to 350. I'm full port in Microsoft.
I think, I mean,
like that business is. I mean, they have. We're not. I mean, you're
that's
that
probably one of the ugliest daily charts, though, out of tech.
I would agree, but this is. Listen, I'm just looking back. I'm going back on a chart right now. This is the most oversold on a weekly chart since we've been. Are you ready? May of 2006.
Yeah.
On a weekly chart. That's 20 years.
You got a small gap to fill right here down to like 367.77. But yeah, you get down to 350. I mean, that weekly chart right there, how can you not buy the shit out of that thing right there?
I don't know if this is just a regurgitated headline, but based on some data, Iran's enemies, with the support of one of the regional countries, are preparing to occupy one of the Iranian islands.
Yeah, that's the one that we heard about 45 minutes
earlier.
ago.
They just regurgitated it, but are they? So does this tells me that either A, Trump's going to go in there and they're going to go try to take the island.
Yeah, but they said with a regional part, it's like who's the regional country going for it?
Saudis?
That's my question.
I don't know. I would say they would be the most. I don't know. Don't know. I sold some Tesla call spreads. I sold the 430s for 425, 435 to next week or 2 weeks out, I think.
Oh yes, break
Yeah,
this
maybe.
spot.
Well, what did Trump say earlier that he could? There was a headline about them, or that was Israel. That next Saturday that's not this weekend, right?
I feel like you could try it again right here against the 6600 SPX tight risk. Why not?
So if they're going to announce a ceasefire by next Saturday, that gives them another weekend to go in there and blow it up.
You're.
I don't know.
5 minute just flipped bearish. My algo, I mean, the first set limit came in at 145. My algo's printed a short at 210. It's still short. We just broke a little bit of a trend line on smaller time frame. See if we can get a little flash down here. We're sitting directly still on the midpoint, which.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
How y'all doing?
66 hundo.
Great day.
Dude, that Aston Martin hat is tough.
Thank you.
You an F1 fan?
Evan gave me this hat because it says public on it too.
Huge.
I mean, I guess you could say I'm a fan, but I'm not watching it all the time. I heard Aston Martin's not doing so good this year, though.
No.
Yeah. No. Well, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, everybody has a moment.
The hat's still clean. You know.
Hat is still clean. Doesn't matter what they're placing. What's up, Sammy? Yeah, Sammy, I've been busy, but I should have more time.
Unacceptable.
We'll probably end the day right here, no matter where we go. It's right back to 6,600. Go a little above, a little below.
Yeah.
Just always comes back to this spot right here. Die, 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 die.
How about this range on the day?
I know.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Like
It's great for spreads.
Yeah, the ranges have been rough, but
this morning around 10:20-ish, I'm looking at the charts. I hit those shorts off the value area high. Hit it like
Nice.
twice.
Boom, boom, filled.
I had a nice long this morning. Oh yeah, Casey.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice.
I need more.
More power.
More
More power.
Come on. I want this account to make $5,000 right here on this live and get funded. Come on.
More.
You got 1, 2, you got 3 more trims to get to. Oh, baby.
44 is your spot if you're an ES.
I got an order there.
Shocker.
Those are
I got one at
44.75.
44.75.
Resting equal lows. We're gonna go right to that in my opinion. 100%.
I got one at 46, 44, and 42.
Just so slow.
Then I'm gonna be out majority. Should be up like $3,000 on the account.
Hey.
Let's go.
Then if we flush that,
huge.
We'll get funded. It'll be above 5.
Huge.
Let's go.
Come on, fucking flush it. Come on, a little bit
Equal
lower.
lows.
Go,
Equal
go,
lows. They're gonna take them.
Go.
Match them
Go.
for Casey, bro. Casey wants them.
Go. 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 Fill the order.
I love when I could tell something's written by AI, but it's fine. I would use AI to do what I'm looking at too. I would delete the emojis, but you know.
3, 2, 1. Fucking dude. Order filled. 46. Okay. Come on. Continue. 44. Come on. Don't stop here.
Go to 44.
Don't stop here. Don't stop here. Give me 44 at least. Because then I'm like Bon Jovi and I'm halfway there. I'm halfway funded.
Yes, sir.
Don't stop here.
You funded.
Spy came within 5 pennies. Your 10-minute look like. Yeah, trend line here on your 10 for SPX.
Equal lows.
It's your 30-minute back test too. Take my hand, make it, I swear. Whoa, I'm full porting evals. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Take it. Just, God.
Just rinse it.
God, just sweep it down a little bit for me.
Rinse them.
I think you get it.
Bing bong.
Hello.
Why are we so slow?
Because there's no volume. Have you seen this tape?
Someone get Rizzo over here so we get some volume.
The one nice part about it
Rizzo
is
can't even get filled on this tape.
the spread is just a tick. And then Q, it's 2 ticks, which that's always nice. But
oh fuck,
it's not like the past few days where like New York session you have like 2 ticks of a spread. That ain't fun. I mean 2 points of a spread. Excuse me.
Yes, they're flashing orders right here.
Tell them to get out of the way. I'll let you buy it lower. Just feel me. Choppy, choppy. So where can I get access to the new updated indicator or that new indicator? You, as of right now, cannot. Not yet. The only person who has access to everything that I'm doing right now is Jordan.
I'm helping with the testing.
Oh wow, that's how it is. Okay.
He was my test subject to see if the integration everything was working earlier.
Oil back up to the
Technically, you can get access to it right now, but don't, because I'm gonna make an announcement with some discount codes. So
I don't know why, but I think I want to make another account called Full Port Jerry.
Full Port Jerry. I love
And what he does is when he's full porting the account, he's smoking a Newport. For full port.
who is that? Nancy Mace? Oh, what? That was what, 2 hours ago? She said just walked out
God,
of
Tesla
the
was a
services briefing. while I
phenomenal
ran.
short at the 200.
Ooh, here, I got something good for you. Here, you want to see? Look at this. Will, this is gonna blow your mind.
Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna send you a picture of this chart real quick. I don't need R plus D tracker, zone tracker. No. I mean, technically, I can turn off this one too.
I'm stuffing my face right now for the first time I've eaten since I was in Houston yesterday.
Yeah, I need to eat too.
What chart is this? Where'd you send it?
I'm about to tag you in it right now.
Okay.
I sent it earlier this morning because someone took the first sell signal on it, but this was the Tesla chart today. Look at the upper zone that rejected, and then look at the signals that came in afterwards.
Wow.
Look at that.
Those are clean. I like that.
And it's freaking. Someone took them for like, I think like 100-something% off that sell signal down to the bottom zone where it flipped to buy.
How long after does that sell signal print? Is it right on the candle or?
It's right on candle close.
Candle close.
So the sell signal will appear while the candle is actively forming. So
it's a repaint. It'll repaint if it closes.
Yeah, so right now
you can always gauge
the-
it like Casey. I imagine sometimes when it's like a super powerful candle, it looks like it's good. You're setting up at a key level. You maybe get in it early, and if it ends up closing against you, you just probably stop out.
Cut it.
Huh?
Yeah,
Correct.
You just cut
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
But you still get that earlier entry a bit, which is nice.
Yeah. So you gotta play around with the settings a little bit for this indicator.
From what
but
I
this is the
see, though, even
reversal
if you're
one.
taking it on the candle close, on the opening of a new candle, you still generally will get one candle of decent movement in your favor.
Yeah. Oh, I just got filled.
Huge.
You know, so if you're
Oh.
scalping
Good
around
luck.
and you're just trying to capitalize on a little movement. But
All right, we're up 3K on the short. Let's keep it going.
it's crazy
yeah,
you made
so-
all this with quant. It's fucking wild.
I like
dude.
it.
Right.
Can't believe that. Can't believe it.
So for the way that it signals right now is it's based on reversals. As of right now, for these signals, it's morning and evening stars is what it looks for. So the default is set to, let me see. The default is set to 55 on the minimum body to range percentage of the candle, which means, and usually the minimum I'll go is to 50. And for this one, the signals appear at 55. So essentially what that means is, the reason why I say 50 is the minimum is for the evening stars and morning stars, half of that candle needs to be body and not wick. So, because you want, in order for the morning star and evening star, you want that final candle that forms it to have really good pressure behind it, right? Either really good buying power to form that nice bullish, candlestick. You don't want it to have a huge wick on it, where sellers pushed it back down after getting pushed back up. So right now it's set to 55. I like 55 to 60, which means 60% of that candlestick or more is candlestick body and not wicky price action on that candlestick. There's not a long wick up top or one on the bottom. It is a full follow through nice body candle in order for it to signal for the seller to buy on it. All right, SPY hit the level. SPX hit the level, 6595.75. So watch for a bounce.
Yeah, I want to just try the long again here. Tie risk, previous day's high.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I want to get it at 44. I was trying to, but now oil's pushing back up to the highs.
This is the same. It's the same trade again, right here.
Yup.
The only problem is it's just oil's still trending. It hasn't broken.
You're making us sway. Where's the leak, man? So the equal high tolerance on this one actually doesn't affect the signals, which is good. I might default it to just show all of them. That way you don't have to have that box checked off.
Haven't we been selling off late in the day, end of the day, sell off the several days?
Yes. Accurate. We've sold into power hour, to your point.
Almost every day, except for this. I mean, that one day where we had the news from BB.
This just feels like a pin at 6,600. That's what I feel like.
I don't know. I feel like it's the late day just sellers went out. That's been the trend, right?
Yeah, well, if you look at yesterday, into the close, oil was bid, and then we had the after hours, flash crash.
It just feels like everybody's still waiting for something, but nobody knows what they're waiting for.
Yeah. We're waiting for something that we don't believe anyway.
Yeah. Waiting for something that's going to get retracted.
Waiting for something that we're going to have to question.
Yeah. It's really chewy.
Jordan, where did you say we have equal
Whoa.
lows that you were looking
Oh, yes, sir.
What was that? Equal lows were hold on ES.
Iran says there's no talks with the US.
Not on NQ, but on ES. If you mark the lows that happened at 110 and 115, perfect equal lows right there. That was the magnet right here. Look at this dump.
Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go! Oh my goodness!
Let's go, Casey. I'm not even in that, and I'm just stoked for you because I know you just passed that account. Let's go.
Oh
Fuck
my god!
Huge, bro. Good stuff.
Tell me not to buy this.
I know. I just closed. I saw $4,600. I'm all out at 4,385.
Let's go, dude.
Dang! What a fucking short. Let's go. Thank you, Signal. Whoop, whoop.
Another one. Bing bang.
Bing.
Iran's foreign minister. There are no talks with the U.S. That's why we got that stick.
So, all right, what is?
Will's pissed, bro.
It's just like, come on, like now we start to look like we just look like idiots.
There's a lot. It's chewy.
You know, oil. It's like didn't even get that much of a stick there. You'd think it would stick higher.
Well, even the
I'm just gonna
DAX is
try
still
this
within the
again.
range.
Try the long again.
Yeah, we're still within the range. It's like
IB low.
it's like okay, it did it in 1 minute, not an hour.
Now I want to like short 44 is what I feel like, but on the break.
Dang. Go. Shorty got down. Good lord. Here, Will, let me send this to you real quick.
I'm gonna see it.
Oh. I kind of want to take another trade, but I'm not going to.
I'm gonna full.
So the green X is it hitting the tick there now. That green X, yes.
That is the overextended tick to the downside, which means the setting that I have means the tick just went minus 1,000.
Nice.
You see it, Will?
Yeah.
I wanted 5,000. I saw like 45 or 46. But
You should make like two versions where like if it hits 750, it's like a T, and if it hits 1,000, it puts the T and the X or something like a double reversal signal.
I thought about it.
Footprint, like I don't know if you've ever seen footprint charts, but that's how they work. You have like all these little like signal things that pop up on the top. Minx uses them, and it's like it's got all these little symbols, these X's and diamonds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look at this retracement right here for the long. I mean, so far.
Yeah,
I'm gonna short 44. I'll tell you right now.
Q's hit the bottom of the zone. The zone is at 586.64. If you have the zones indicator turned on,
Here, there's a
perfect.
headline: Strait of Hormuz has become another defeat for the enemy, and we are studying special arrangements for its management even after the war. What does that mean?
That was like 15 minutes ago.
Was it?
Yeah, and
okay.
They're saying the U.S. has been defeated and they're
The enemy resorted to other nations to open the Hormuz, but couldn't. It remains closed only to enemy ships.
I just got that too.
Somebody read that out to me like 10, 15 minutes ago.
They're just
Jesus,
regurgitating.
I have to get on a meeting.
So I'm saying it's like half of them are just regurgitated stuff.
I'll catch you guys in like a half hour if this goes quick, but I
Yeah.
gotta bounce. I'll see you guys.
Later, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Somebody posted a clip of Michael Scott at the office just flip flop, snip snap, snip snap, snip snap. It gets the vasectomy like done, undone, redone.
Yeah. It's not that painful. Shoot us up there a little more. Come on.
Ooh, SPY hit the zone almost to the penny, the same low from 10 a.m.
I just this I feel like Trump's at this point like What are we doing? We just look like idiots. There's no talk. Are we like we're saying we're talking? Things are going good. It all just seems like a big lie.
Well, so I mean, the way it's been back and forth, you just inverse whatever headline comes out, right? Because then the opposite one's going to come out.
I wanted to short that. I didn't get it.
Oh, let's go.
Like, is he just gonna come out and be like, "All right, gloves are off. We're going in. We're taking them out." Like, I don't know.
Fucking
What's
short
the?
this thing.
It's hard to even give the latest headline. Iran Foreign Minister Araghchi. The enemy resulted to other nations open Hormuz, but couldn't. It remained closed. It remains closed only to enemy ships. There are no talks with the U.S. Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe you.
Say.
So market rallies 200 points, probably. I mean, kidding. That's a joke.
Nice job, John. See you tagging everyone up here on your post on X. Nice job.
Like, my confidence level at this point is just 0. Because, like, you can't even do anything because you're just getting into whippy headlines. So
I wonder if this signal on NQ. Not that one. No, not on ES either. Oh, well, it can't work on futures, can it?
It has
Maybe-
been buy the morning, sell the afternoon, though. That's been very true.
maybe Trump thinks he's talking to somebody, but he's not sure who he's talking to.
No, they're gonna deny everything to muddy it up. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Somebody's negotiating. You're getting pulverized. There's always
Right.
negotiations going on. Maybe through different channels here and there, but there's negotiations going on.
Oh, I wanted to short that retest and I didn't get it. Didn't get to my level.
I mean, oil's like right back to 91.5 again.
Thought we'd get
90,
that
91.5.
test. This is just like bear flag on ES now. Just see you later. That's what I'm gathering.
Dude, I wish I would have taken that trade across all my accounts. That would have been insane.
Oh. What are we doing here?
Looks like we will make new lows.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There ain't no reason to be long now.
Kind of want to buy it right here, though, for a scalp.
Boris, that comment's hilarious, by the way.
We sell down a little bit more because we're getting overextended.
I think we go lower.
I think so, probably.
I think 66.16 ES. That's probably your
Closer we
target.
get to 300 on NQ, makes me more intrigued to scalp it long.
No, I'm just sitting here thinking like I was just right back up.
Another headline.
It's my
Yeah,
thought.
let's do it. All right.
I tried it. I mean, why not?
What is this even? This is so stupid. The exchange of messages via mediators does not mean negotiation with the U.S. What? Well, what is it then? We're just talking just to hang out. How's the weather? Like,
Yeah, it's just contradictory.
it doesn't even make sense.
Iran has no intention to hold. Sure, it's good for a headline, but come on.
I don't. But we're not talking to the. Well, who are you talking to? Can we just? Why don't you guys just put it out there?
I'm telling you, they're talking. They're muddying up the waters. This is part of how it goes.
Top authorities are reviewing offers proposed. Iran has no intentions to hold talks with the U.S.
I mean, who's in charge? Nobody knows. So
Yeah.
somebody says, well, they're not talking with me and my friends, so they're not real talks. We're talking to somebody. Who's holding the cards here?
We
Both
don't want a ceasefire that allows the enemy to attack us again.
Look, this is me and Casey are sitting on opposite sides of the poker table, and we're both arguing that we have pocket aces.
Yeah,
we both have like Jack 7 offsuit.
That's such a great analogy. I love that.
And I have a bigger stack of chips. So
that's it.
That's where it's at. I mean, that's literally the analogy to use. It's just I mean, that's how this stuff works. It's bluffing, pandering.
I just want it to be like, I need this market to be done with the war so we can just trade. We all want to just trade. We just want to trade some levels. We don't get whipped around by headlines. It's stupid. And then we're just contradicting ourselves. We don't really know what we mean. We're kind of talking. We're not talking. Like, it's just like, hey, I'm going to fly over there. We're going to talk. How about that? Coming in hot.
I don't think Commander Chief's going to fly over to the Middle East anytime soon.
I know. I'm kidding.
Why not?
He's like, let's meet on Carg Island. You and I, mano y mano.
Or just like gladiator style. Just
yeah.
Or what's Troy, where they just
Troy, yeah.
Achilles and whatever that big guy was. You look at the DOM, you look at the book map, there's like nobody here. I mean, there's some people underneath, like on Yas right here, but
there's just a couple of guys of Iranian foreign ministers, like his little friends that are
covering what he shorted a while ago.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna hit this headline, just get long right now.
For the listeners, if you want to see that chart on SPY and then screenshot of the account that I trade right there, that eval, about $4,400 on that short, I just posted it on X. That's the SPY sell signal. My algo was short on SPX at the 210, was just waiting for that midpoint line to break, which was around that 6,600, and then 5-minute squeeze, fire downside, and completed at 255.
You're just holding IV low right now is all you're doing.
I kind of want to go long.
I just feel like this is a massive chop fest. Because, like, here's the problem. You get that headline, right? You were short, whatever, but you could have got the headline the other way. It rips your face off. I just don't think the levels are good because you're going to get whipped around.
100%. If you're gonna trade it, you literally have to be a sniper. You have to take you gotta take really, really good entries where your risk to reward is, your risk is very small. It's like it's right here, and if it goes right over that previous candle, swing high, swing low, whatever it is, like orders are out, like right there.
I mean, to me, on this little shorter term, like 1 minute, it kind of looks like a bear flag that's going to break. That's what I see. Big stick down, consolidate, then this rolls back over. But
let me see your 10. See your 15-minute. The 15-minute that was curling upside earlier, that still never fired. It is now flipped downside. You're still in squeezes on every other time frame. 30-minute is downside. 1 hour is upside, but moving to the downside. Your MACD is bearish. Your net flows are bearish. Your 4 hour is bullish, curling to the upside, and that's because of the higher lows since Monday.
And
And
you
you're
got these
fighting a
lows right
trend
here.
line. Yeah, there should be a 4-hour trend line of resistance on SPY. If you take the high from what, Wednesday, like 4 a.m. It's up there like 670, 445. We hit it this morning at 8 a.m. on that high around 660, 661. It's the reason why I went short.
Like I want to short this, but I don't want to short it here. It's a bad.
Like
level.
not here, yeah.
God, gold got wrecked.
Yeah. My gut says it's on the 1 minute. It just looks like a bear flag. I mean, you could do a little short, but then you go look to your left and you see these lows from earlier at 35 on ES.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to buy them?
And my gut says it just goes right back up to the spot it just was.
Yeah.
I think if you were to do anything right here, it's a long risk to rewards.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a chase short. If you want to do anything for a scalp intraday to make money, you have a higher probability of taking a long here than a short.
And oil's not coming off. Oil's spiked up to 91.70 now. That's coming down.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. I was looking at oil.
But that's right back at the high, so that could probably get bought there.
I was like, oil spiked up a little bit, and I was back testing its EMAs in that previous high from like 2 hours ago, so it could bounce. We can go lower.
Pairs trade, long ES, long oil, long both.
There's somebody's got a bunch of orders just trying to hold ES right here at 33, 32, 33 spot 5.
Honestly, sitting out of this session is probably the best move.
For real, right? I'm gonna go pick my son up from school now.
Yeah, you'll be in the same spot when you come back. Don't worry, we'll still be trading 330s. My gut says like ES should go back to the low at this point. I don't know why.
Where's Microsoft?
It just looks like a bear flag. 1 minute ES is a bear flag. Or we pop right now.
I'm gonna go with the small pop right here to back test EMAs. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You want some poppity poppity pop?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Let's do the thing. Let's do the diddly.
Do the diddly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smoke it. If you got it.
And there's the level. It would have to break through that to go retest. If they consolidate it here, it'll verify breakdown. If they break through that, we'll go back up and test the top of the zone EMAs.
Maybe I don't know. I'm doing nothing.
The best trade right here is no trade. You don't do nothing right here.
I'm sitting on SOH, sit on hands. What are these? I don't know. Some U.S. troops in the Middle East relocated to hotels and offices? What are they trading?
Probably. There we go.
Plan. The entire plan was to reduce the debt.
There we go.
Will, that
There
was
we go.
hilarious.
I mean,
Oh, look at him.
All
now
right.
oil's coming off.
Get him, Casey.
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
right- I mean,
Yeah.
Boom!
There
Over
it is.
5,000, baby. We good.
Damn.
There we
This
go.
boy eats.
We're done.
This boy
There you go.
eat, left no crumbs on his plate. Damn.
That's it. There you go.
Ate it up.
There we go. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Watch, you're gonna come out and say, "Yeah, well, we're gonna stay in these hotel rooms for a little while, and we're gonna watch some TV until Trump lets us know if we're gonna go onto the island or not. Maybe we'll wait for further jargon."
There's your back test right there. Boom. There's the reversal.
watch.
Look
Just
at the
let it
reverse.
Trim that shit if
Slap
you're in
that.
it right there. Don't hold on to
Slap
it
it.
too long.
just right back.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you were right. Empos was right on the money.
Let's go.
Get up there, a little more. Smash it.
Look, if you have the RSI too, there was what 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in a row, all overbought, tick overextended, hit the zone perfectly.
Hey, look at your IB low. I'll just go down to 5 minute. Here's your IB low right here. All 5 wicks right there on it. Look at ES. IB low. Wick. Turn back up.
Double
SPX,
Whopper today with cheese. Ooh.
IB low. It's just like it's your first hour's range, just holding. Same thing.
Trying to get 44 as a short, a little scalpy, back down to 30, whatever that is, 39.
Here, let me tag you, Will.
One.
Target acquired.
Target acquired.
There it is.
Sweet.
There's the P&L, baby.
Come on down. Oh, did I? Am I? Oh,
Now the sucky part. Now I got to go pay the activation fees. Oh, no micros. That was all minis. Downside and upside. Oh, straight ES contracts. I do not do that in funded accounts. Nope. The max I ever do on micros is like 14.
such a wild number. Why not 50?
I don't know.
You just like even numbers or something?
Yes.
Was that like your soccer jersey number or something?
No, that was 26. That's 26.
Oh, let's step it up to 26.
Always even numbers because I trim and take profits in multiples of 2.
I like your style. That's cool.
And it's just because if we're hitting a main target downside, if I had 14, then I can just be 2 and just work my way out of it.
Casey, I'm not as cool as you, but I mean, at least I got a little something off that.
Casey moves the market. No, I do not. Absolutely not. Hey, there you go.
550 scalper there.
There you go.
I did some minis. I just closed them at 40, like 3 points, whatever, against that 40, against these lows. I think we'd probably go back to 39.50, but and 2 ticks away. Come on, nope. Well,
15-minute hammer, right?
That was one thing I liked too, was the 10 and 15 minute with those bottom wicks after 5 minute was overextended. Again, I mean,
And the 15-minute squeeze is still on.
Yeah, if there was risk to reward any new position down there, probability is it was long, 100%. It's either no trade, and if you're going to take a trade, RR says long. Setup says long. Look at this SPY.
They stuff it right here at 44 on ES.
On the back test, I wouldn't doubt it. Pre-market
Yeah.
lows on Q. SPY is just above it, but that is pre-market low back test on QQQ.
Or they take it straight back up to 47.
It would have signaled a buy at 310. I took it even though the signal wasn't there because for a Morningstar reversal off that low on QQQ, the reason on why there isn't a buy signal is because of the wick on the 3 o'clock candle. You'll notice that wick that made that low down there, especially on SPX, same thing. There's too much of a wick and not enough body on the 3 p.m. candle. So your 310 did not print the buy unless you toggle that input down to 45, which is under half. You can't look at that. Look at that, Amp. Damn. Whoa.
I told you I was in it.
And just got paid.
Look at that pop, baby.
I don't know. I'm over here. I got my new camera.
Oh, you getting your camera set up? There we go.
I got the big ass
We're gonna
lens on it.
be able to see Amp in 8K.
There's a bunch of settings you'll probably have to go through and set up to use that camera at its full potential.
Yeah, I got pieces. I don't even know what they do.
That piece is really nothing. You'll have to put it on.
Looks cool though.
Yeah, it's like a protection guard.
Only thing I gotta do is
Yeah, you might need to set up the autofocus settings so like you're moving, it actually like focuses on you. And then just like make sure it's at its full potential, 60 frames per second or even more.
Bow wow.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
Now he's cooking up dope in the crock pot. Mama. Dude, I will tell you what, freaking Lucid is nice.
Whoa. This camera's got too many buttons on it.
Hit him with them paper planes. I don't know. I think we. Stuff it right here.
I like it because we get see me at the border. I got visas in my name. Camera power adapter. Dude, I need a new power strip. I have too many electronics going on here. Oh, here's the mount. What the hell is this? Camlink 4K?
4K. I just put the updated SPY chart on X as well. I tagged Emp in it just because he was long there as well. But you will see all those overextensions signals popping in right there at that green zone being tested.
Yeah, I mean, it's just risk reward.
Yes, sir.
Range bound day, playback to the middle. Range lows, overextension, headline just kind of shot you down there. Headline that I don't really care about. I would not be surprised to see this come like all the way back up here.
I remember
like
earlier.
60?
Remember earlier I said I think even if we sell off, even if we go higher, we're always going to come back to that spot right there on SPX.
Yeah, what I drew the box on it, right? Right there.
You did.
Yeah, hey, that's where my box is.
That's
too.
your pivot. So the way I look at this is kind of like your pivot spot, but until you have a reason to get away from here, then it's really just back to here.
It's like 65.95 to 6,600.
Yeah, yesterday's high and then your whole number of positioning there.
I think one thing that is maybe putting a lot of traders on tilt or missing trades or chasing trades, whatever it is, honestly, like I know this market's weird right now because it's all almost news based related, but if you take that part out, honestly, and just simplify your trading, stop overthinking it, stop second guessing it, just have clear pivot points of support, resistance, supply, demand, where the reactions take place, and just snipe the entries. Like, just let the trade come to you. Like, you don't really have to do much else. Like, that's it.
We are in power hour, right? Yeah, okay.
We are.
And there's your back test. And possible rejection.
Yep.
Someone said, Wolf Team, do you guys have a promo code for Lucid? Wolf.
Yeah.
Code Wolf. Buy 2 accounts. Use code Wolf. Use code KC Trades. Get yourself 2 accounts.
Yeah,
Group 'em
my
to-
real advice is just stop
Group 'em together
sucking.
and-
Just be better. And use code Wolf. But be better. So you don't have to use it.
Sell signal starting to come in on the 5-minute after that back test.
Yep. Rejection, probably.
Yeah. And honestly, would not be surprised if the late, because like then you go to the next, like the next thesis is we've just been selling into the close for 5 days in a row.
Personally, I don't think that sell signal is going to stick. If it sticks, we're.
And that was an easy short there against that high at like 46 and those previous lows.
Yeah.
I mean, for at least a scalp, there's 5, 6, 7 points in ES.
I think they bounce it here. They'll not print the sell signal, put in a higher low, and we're just going to chop until MOC.
Casey, you gotta watch this video,
continue to
dude.
chop.
Oh my gosh. This guy's insane.
Send it to me.
Look at this dude.
Value.
Zao USD, bro.
He said, 5 more lots. Go the fuck up.
Fuck up. Dude, that guy's hilarious. He has no idea what he's doing.
Oh my god.
There's a video of it was like day 1 of him doing it, and he was up fat, and then it cuts to a clip of him like 20 minutes later, and he's just down everything, bro. He's just. I love that.
Well,
Guys,
shout out to our title sponsors, Leverage Shares, little ticker of the day right here. AMDG. Will's actually picked for the week.
Let's go, boys.
Is that what we're doing? A little
AMDG.
ticker of the day type thing? I like that.
15. Well, I just said, why not?
Why not?
Will picked this one on the Monday Night Stock Show. It's up 15% just today alone.
Oh,
on
how do we
AMDG.
check that? The picks that we made.
Yeah, we're working on it. The wedding, and all the travel threw a bunch of shit off.
Give him a couple days to read.
I forgot.
working on
I
it.
forgot I picked those things. I haven't even checked them.
So the guy that built it on the back end, he had like 3 events going. So he flew in for the wedding on Sunday afternoon and flew back out Sunday night because he had like 2 other things he was going to. So That's the holdup right now. So we'll throw him under the bus. Great guy, but
Great
Gotta
guy.
love him.
he busy guy, great guy, always working, but also letting us down right now. Like Sleepy Joe let the country down for 4 years.
Oh, it closed with the sell signal. I'm not taking it though. Not a chance. I can't.
Absolutely criminal what he has done to this stream. It would never, under my administration, this would have never happened.
I would be the best.
I would have had the results right on the screen, ready to go. Sleepy Joe.
The Tesla short today was the money short off the 200 day. Like, just perfect. I didn't take it, but I wish I would have. I did sell some call spreads, but
Still short though. It's not. It's not a bad short. Like it's. You're just looking for 9 times out of 10 that next candle to sell off and go red. So far, you're getting it right now on Qs, but it's like the risk to reward on that trade setup is about 1 to 1, because you're going to risk that candle high and you're going to target the bottom of the zone near that low. So it's I don't like taking 1 to 1s. Time of day as well.
I like 0.5 to 2s. risk double to make 0.5.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Need like a 80+% win rate for that to work out.
I mean, but if you are short off the back test or off the sell signal and you're printing right now.
When did Brady join? I just happened to look over.
You were messing with your camera, and I wasn't going to interrupt. So,
yeah, Discord's glitching.
I did not hear you. Yeah, my bad. Shit.
Yeah, there's two of us are at fault. There he is.
Yeah.
Nice.
About to hit the bottom of the zone. If you went short, I'd be looking to cover here. Pennies off.
It's kind of weird when you're right at
end of day,
like where that tick was. Gold doesn't look great.
Whoa skills. I don't know if you're freestyling in Italian right now, but I like it. Whatever that is, I like it.
Let's go.
Hey mambo Italiano.
like Mambo
Hey,
number 5.
mambo.
Remember that
Mambo
one?
Italiano. Go. You mixed up a Siciliano. All
Calabrese.
you Calabrese do the mambo like a crazy with the hey mambo. Don't wanna tarantella. Tarantella. You gotta sing it like them, I guess. Italiano. Time
Look at
to
that
go get
short
some
off there.
sun.
I know. I'm about to say Q's is 20 cents off from the bottom of the zone. I mean, if you took it from the sell, do not be greedy. We got what, MOC in 15?
48. Yeah, so
God.
47 short the high.
Tesla. Oh, what a great short today.
I know. I didn't trade that, and I
Me
wanted
either.
to. But
I
sold
didn't
the
look
call
at
spread
Tesla until
395,
someone in the
393.
Discord sent me the profits, and they're like, I took it from the sell signal, and I went and pulled it up, and I was like, that was a clean chart today for downside.
Yeah.
What signal you got that on now? What that chart you showed me earlier? With
Like
buy
the
and sell
time
signal?
frame.
No, that indicator.
Oh,
that
the
you have?
indicator, it's the reversal indicator. I
Gotcha.
can get you access to everything.
On a mess.
Alan, I have a slightly different opinion on this. My opinion is Tesla people are going to put additional money into SpaceX, not take away from it.
Absolutely.
I know the popular argument, the surface level argument is, oh, there's a bunch of people in Tesla that just want to be as close as they can to Elon. My opinion is most people that own Tesla also own other things, and they would rather sell Google or Microsoft or something else to buy SpaceX. That's my base case. And I know that's different than what a lot of people on the surface are saying, but the more I've thought it through, that's my stronger thesis. Either way, an IPO is not something that I'm that excited to invest in.
No.
Yeah, and then if they actually like somehow merge all these companies together, which we're getting too far, this is too deep into the conspiracy think tank, but I do see that as a possibility, I guess, at some point. Just a full on one mega company. Maybe that's how you get your $10 trillion valuation or whatever.
Possibility.
SpaceX, XAI, Tesla, Optimus, Boring Company, Neuralink. It all ends up as one public company. Wouldn't make that much sense to me, honestly, but all right, end of the day.
There it is, bottom of the zone, baby. If you took the sell, dude, that's 4 for fucking 4 on the signal though today. That's insane.
Very nice.
I'm gonna push an update for the script. It's gonna have all signals turn on by default. You can toggle it off. Damn, shawty getting down. Good lord.
Yep, that was the retest and fail.
What the fuck? Got SPX back test 65.95, closed at 65.91, back down to these lows here.
Yeah, now do you just hold the same spot again? Like that.
Dude, 4 for fucking 4. Like Wendy's.
Ooh. Almost went to Wendy's yesterday.
Dude, I've been on a Taco Bell crave for like a week.
Dude, tell me about it.
I've only had it once because I'm trying to control myself, but
I ate it twice last week.
Funny story. So on Sunday, somebody got me a gift card to go to Taco Bell, and it's been sitting on my counter for like 2 months.
Oh, you need to change that.
Yeah.
Finally on Sunday, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get some Taco Bell because it's just sitting there and it just sounds good right now.
I sent that to you as a New Year's gift, and you still haven't used it?
Thank you. I still haven't used it. So then I leave it on my counter, and I'm like, I was messing around with it. I come back like 2 hours later. I'm like, hey, ask my wife, like, where's the gift card? And she's like, I think I threw it out. I go, I didn't even use it yet.
Oh,
like I put it in the app. I never put it in the app. I'm like, you threw it out. I made her dig through the garbage, couldn't find it.
Wow.
You said, go find that shit.
Did you call your attorney after that?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? This is grounds for divorce. We're done.
Yeah.
You threw out $200 Taco Bell gift card.
Just
so I didn't
nullified the contract.
I was so mad. I'm like, that's like in most countries, you go to prison for throwing out a Taco Bell gift card.
Boy, this Wendy's chart does look like something I want to not ever touch. What the heck? How is Wendy's just dying for... God. Look at this. Wendy's might be worse than crypto.
They just, you know what's crazy? They just closed the Wendy's by my house. Done.
Can you blame them? Look at they're not. Have you looked at a weekly chart?
It's been the best short of a lifetime.
Bro, just trading at COVID lows for no reason. I mean, what, yeah, where's your support? Another $3 lower, another 40% lower?
No, live stream on Discord's not working for video. Discord's having glitches right now.
It's kind of weird we haven't heard a headline in like a little bit. We just get like a ripper back to the upside.
Ooh.
Headline comes out right now.
Yeah, I like to. I want to get back in. What do we do? What about MOC? Catch a little flyer, little late day flyer.
I mean, somebody just absorbed everything down here at the low on NQ.
Yes.
They
Yes,
just I mean, just lots after lots after lots. ES was the same way. That's the same, that 33 area. They just absorb everything down there.
I think I said it was on a Monday. I'm like, after this flush, I'm like, I feel like you just put a big weekly iron condor on and just sit in it all week.
The White House says talks with Iran are ongoing and has postponed a 15-point or proposed a 15-point peace plan, even as Tehran publicly rejects negotiations and demands guarantees, including no further attacks, reparations, and recognition of its control over the Strait of Hormuz. Despite diplomatic signals from Donald Trump, the conflict continues to escalate with troop deployments, ongoing strikes, and over 4,500 casualties, while disrupted oil flows through Hormuz are driving global inflation risk and keeping markets highly volatile. What's the source of that?
Right back to the bottom of the zone and right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like, I'm actually surprised they closed this Wendy's near me. Because it's a pretty... They just built the Arby's. The Taco Bell's new. What else they got? There's a Chipotle across the street, a Starbucks. I mean... I don't know.
You got a Jack in the Box over there?
They just built one just to the south of me. Like, maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah? Oh, old Jack, huh?
Me.
Hey, you drink a lot of Jack, then you go to Jack, you get a chicken strip sandwich with 2 tacos as a side, and it's just what kind of night are you having?
A good one.
And then the next morning,
What, now they want to rug apple? What's going on here? Not really, but they did. They slapped it a little bit here.
Yeah, NVIDIA hasn't done anything all day. Microsoft went down all morning and then just sideways.
Can I close my AMDG short or long here?
Yeah, can we just finish it up now?
Wait.
Was there was no news on AMD either? Oh, CPU price hikes. I think that was it. Microsoft just hanging on for dear life.
Gold and silver getting a nice bounce off that low. Look, everything can't go up here. What are we doing? RTY is the weakest one.
Let me send out these charts.
What do you do with Meta? That's another sick one. Just wait for 580. 581.
I forgot how you ban words.
Or do you just go to 479 and call it a day?
Well, there's maybe a little gap ski right here. I don't know.
Yeah.
What catches you? 540s, 550s?
Yeah. I think 500, honestly. You got a big gap down there. Never filled it. 500 on the dot.
There we go. Block this. 3.1 M. Where is the link?
Yeah, obviously, if the market corrects significantly, I mean, I'm being facetious, but yeah, if we had a bigger correction like S&P to 6,000, 100% Meta goes to 480, 100% Google goes back to 200.
All right. Well, Finster found me a worse chart than Wendy's.
Bumble? Oh my God, they're still in business?
For now. It looks like barely. Yeah, we looked at ARM. I like the ARM chart looks good. And then whatever news that came out, it's an explosive move.
Yeah.
ARM and Dell look good.
Cisco
still looks really good. Let's see if there's anything else in this. Net, you're still above the 9 up here. So you could still call that decent.
Wow, Adobe made new lows today. Holy.
Dude, I might as well. I'm just going to delete Adobe from my watch list at this point.
I think Acrobat Reader's toast at this point. They're going to close. They can't afford to keep it going.
It's going to come in. It's going to turn into a buyout candidate or something at some point.
I mean, how much lower do we go? 204? I mean, another $30?
Oh my gosh, Adobe's just off the screen.
You got to go to the weekly. And even
don't
still,
even-
that looks
No,
awful.
I don't.
Oh, no way. Check this out. Adobe 233. Ready for this? $233 is the 200 monthly. Maybe? How many times have we
For the first time since 2009, the only time it's ever touched it. The only time it's ever touched it.
That's your saving
But
grace.
this is the problem is this is 2026. 2009 was a much different
year.
Much different year. We're how far are we? Hold on. How far are we off of all-time high at this point?
Is that 8%? 7%?
5. 6% on the
Oh,
S&P.
currently. What was the low though? What was the swing low that we went to?
Give me a second. I'll pull that back up. Basically 8% Qs.
Yeah.
Now 9% the lows. On the S&P, it was 7.5 at the low. Right at 6 right here.
What about our friend in Bitcoin? What do you want to pull up that chart just for afternoon's express? Double? Is it a double bear flag on the daily? Just another one setting up the break, or is the low in?
Well, let's ask our buddy Full Port Matt what he's doing.
Hi guys.
Jordan,
You guys hear me?
we got the guy
Yeah.
here. We got you.
What's up, Maddie?
What's up, guys?
Well, just trying to stay out of trouble, honestly.
I have.
We
a
were
new,
talking about what we're doing, drinking Jack in the Box, trying to get lit, just like Matt.
I used to have a back in high school. I used to do the $10 meal at Jack in the Box. The chicken pieces, potato, bacon, and cheddar potato wedges. There's Quencher lemonade, 2 tacos, $10 on the dot.
Yes. That's exactly what Em just said. Like
Basically,
half
what I
an hour
mentioned a
ago.
while ago. I was like, you get the combo meal and it's got the 2 extra tacos.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've never been to Jack in the Box one time, not had 2 tacos. It's like just you have to.
You have to. It's like going to a buffet.
You know they're like $1. It's like $1.79 now, or like $2.30 for 2 tacos or something. Used to be 99 cents. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, the inflation got us.
Inflation got us. How you guys holding up?
Better than the market.
No, we're
Well,
we're
I mean-
annihilating this thing.
There's war. There's oil. You know, there's software.
There's
getting
400
crushed,
headlines.
There's Circle. There's just credit stress problems. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
What's the MOC financial juice?
I like join the stream and get a phone call immediately. My
Nvidia,
bad.
a decent buy side.
Oh,
Broadcom, Apple. This is a decent buy side on
There
tech,
it
actually.
is. Yeah, Nasdaq plus 931 million, S&P plus 240 million.
I gotta get in. Yeah, I gotta get in the chat over here.
I mean, I want to get into some swings again, but I am terrified.
I just think you gotta wait.
As you should be.
I mean, I think you can, again, like when the market's open, just having those key pivot points, you can annihilate this thing day trading. Swing trading, it's almost like you're just swinging for the fucking fences.
That's a fact. Honestly, I think if you're gonna do it, I think you got to do it in either call spreads or some type of ratio spread
yeah.
or butterfly, something to try to capture some. Like you don't want to be just outright calls, because if we go the other way, at least if you're in a spread, it's not going to kill you so hard. If you're
Like-
wrong on direction.
Like Tesla, right now, looking at Tesla, I should be thinking about swing puts. If you look at the daily right now, where it back tested, rejected, how that's closing, I should be looking at puts for Tesla to open up tomorrow underneath 380 and sell lower. But am I going to swing these puts overnight? I don't know.
Like why though? Because
Yeah,
we get one
top in the
one
morning.
Headline. Yeah, we
Exactly.
get one headline.
One headline. Tesla's at 410 tomorrow.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's, dude, I can't believe MRVL. I am so mad. 92 was my trigger. This thing hit 98. Look at that bull flag or cup and handle, whatever you want to call it, right over here. Just break out and then fill that gap on the left side. Like, oh. That yesterday's candle over 92 closed over that trend line and just exploded. But I just, again, it was like hesitant to swing overnight.
I'm scared to swing anything. If anything, I would swing. Like, honestly, I mean, Matt's here
Spreads.
either way, but I would swing like equity type of stuff.
Yeah.
I just
You know what Amazon, look at Amazon's daily.
It's so bad.
Amazon's daily chart right now is bipolar. Look at the candlesticks. Like it's just disgusting. Like what do you do with that?
That was pretty nasty.
Well, I could say this about 20 different charts right now.
Looks like NQ.
That is disgusting. Now, so like one thing, it's like look at your sectors right now. Like which one's outperforming? So right now you're what, home builders? Or what is it? Materials, sorry. XLB right now is up 2%.
Yeah, followed by semis.
Yeah.
Where's KB Homes at?
Healthcare. Look at your losers. Energy obviously makes sense.
I like healthcare. I do. That's the two main things for me for swings was XLB and XLV. So let's go look at XLB. You got what? Newmont, Freeport,
KRE,
Sherwin-Williams. Oh, how's ECL doing? The flow came in yesterday on that one. I was like, that's a weird one. There was call flow yesterday that came in on it.
Ecolab.
Yeah, how to do today.
Open bathrooms.
Oh, it is. We used to get a lot of their cleaners when I worked at the grocery
I was
store.
just trying to think, where have I seen that brand before?
I just ran into an Ecolab truck. I didn't actually run into it, but like I saw.
I was like, what? You ran into? What do you mean? You
Yeah,
you crashed into their van?
Yeah,
No, I was like,
rear end
dude,
this guy. Get out of my way, chemical guy. Right, if you got long down there, here you go. Your same spot, right back to the middle.
Insane. What's FCX look like? Probably. Oh, I can't chase that now. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I was looking at Walmart. It's
Somebody asked you to look at FSLY. What do you do with this? It's been straight up for
that was
a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
And you look left and you're like, okay, well, now what do? You don't long it here.
No. Walmart does look decent. It's back testing though. I mean, you got resistance at 124 up to 125. And so risking, you're at 123, you can risk that previous low down there, like 121.70. So you're risking what? Like $1.40 downside for 124 is less than $1 away. Even in the middle, 124, 125, that's a 1-to-1 risk to reward for a swing right now. It's like, it's tough.
I think swing traders need to come back after the oil starts flowing through the Strait of Hormuz.
Let me take a guess. SPX just popped up to 65.95 and got smacked in M zone perfectly.
Let's see.
Oh, never would have freaking thunk. F this price action. Actually, I love it, but
Anyone in here trading on Vest or have a testimonial experience to share? I would love to connect.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anybody in the chat? I mean,
Anybody?
most of you guys know. I haven't had the time. I've had so much travel, Matt. I haven't had the time to like really trade it that much lately.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit.
But I still have it. I have it sitting there ready to go. I just look. I've been traveling so much. I finally got home last night, and I'm excited to go nowhere for like a month.
I feel you. I completely understand. Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot going on. I have just been working a ton. So I completely get it, dude. I'm just like definitely swamped.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I took some of you guys' money and then haven't been able to make any.
And
more.
then you just bounced.
Well, you did.
I didn't
Yeah,
bounce. I'm still there. I just
You didn't even give me a chance. You didn't even give me a chance to leverage the fact that you took our money. That was what I was really looking for. But maybe we'll get back there at some point.
Well, I mean, I'll take some more eventually. I mean, but look here. I took a Bitcoin trade here on this, and we've done nothing really since.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do get it back into that eval at any point and or take some more of our money, please reach out and we can maybe workshop something to share. We've literally today surpassed like 5,000 total users in our funded accounts program.
Boom.
So we have like
Nice.
over 5,000 people right now that are either working in eval or have a funded account. We're also at the offices currently, our C-level guys of a really, really big blue chip potential partner. So we might have that coming down the line. We've got some new features. We've got ESNQ this week. We've got commodities next week. They've been delayed a bit.
Do you guys have oil? You guys are gonna get oil?
We don't have oil quite yet. We're kind of
Is it
sad that we missed that boat, but we also, when you offer the amount of leverage that we do with our liquidity, it's
Oh, they would have. Yeah, it
It's
would've
probably a
been-
good thing we didn't have oil.
How do you
like 2
how
weeks
do you
ago
market
because-
make that? Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
we may have gotten like I may not even been here. I might have been working for you, like booking your travel.
What about gold and silver?
So we do have gold and silver, and then we
'Cause
do
those
have
those have been trading really well recently.
yeah, we've got them.
Did I just hear a bell?
There it is.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so we do have oil that we do plan on bringing it on. It's probably a week or two away. Sad that we missed the boat, but I think the goal for us at this point is to like be positioned for the next big event, if that makes sense. You can't be there for all of them. Got to have the product first.
Yeah.
Somebody just bought 165 right here at the close. Are they just waiting on that post close like pump that we get every day?
Sell 102.
They're like scalping.
Now there's another 145.
I like this robot voice. I don't know what it means, but I like it.
Yeah, it's just a large trade signal squawk on the map.
Got you.
Yeah.
I have a bunch
You guys
of
have
US shorts
You guys have
open.
USO though.
Well, we have the chart.
You have the chart.
I think we probably just delisted it just because we
I just
really were like concentrating liquidity.
I just requested it.
Request it. Honestly, like we're really trying to focus on equities. That is the main goal. That is kind of what we're here to do. We had a bunch of cryptos and we've kind of shifted. We want commodities, we want equities, that sort of thing. But yeah, we've got gold.
Yes, I'm looking at GLD pumping right now. See, I still got my account funded. We funded over here still.
Dude, you're fully funded.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, you just could be just taking us to cleaners.
Oh, I will. No.
I better get a glass of Jack Daniels if you do.
We'll split a fifth.
You can do better than Jack Daniels if he's robbing you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm a simple man, you know.
Yeah, same here. Old number 7 never let you down.
I have a bunch of
whiskey
Bitcoin shorts open right now. I'm just like awaiting the next headline.
See,
it
I'm
can't
like,
be good. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
I am literally waiting. And look, what I'm most excited about with you guys is being able to swing leveraged equity positions. And it just hasn't been a swing trading market for me since November. So like that's literally why I'm like, okay, take little shots at stuff. You know, I see Bitcoin obviously was a great opportunity, but like, there's so many like leveraged equity things that I would love to do where I can just actually like leave them and let them run, you know, overnight everything and play around with them that way. And I just don't. The market's just not set up for that right now. I mean, we went up only after the tariffs forever, consolidating, going side. I mean, look at this mess.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's since right here in November.
September was pretty
this
vertical.
Yeah, I mean, look, September, October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Messy.
Yeah, pretty nasty.
Oh, what have you guys?
Netflix. I'm not sure if I saw that earlier. I just pulled up their daily, and they just kind of had a pretty significant gap up. It looks like a little rolly over.
Yeah, this thing is just, I mean, it's just consolidating up here in this area. I mean, there's another one that I would love to be leveraged long on because I really like the name, but if the market's not cooperating, I mean, we've talked about
You gotta get
this
on that
a few times.
leverage Walmart amp.
Yeah, get on the leverage Walmart.
Well, I have enough leverage on Walmart in my main account. But Matt, I actually am curious from your like, because you guys can see the kind of the data. What are people trading like on Vest right now? What's been the? I mean, are they trading SPX back and forth? Are they? Bitcoin's been a little, I guess, volatile recently. What have you seen the data? Just curious.
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, I can look in kind of real time and let you know. We have our open interest seems to be kind of like going up and to the right. We've got, looks like the biggest positions right now that people are trading are Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Sol, ETH, and then we've got a bunch of Forex that's up there. I think we have a bunch of API people trading Forex at like 100x. So we always have like a solid, we always have like solid Forex trades happening with like high volume. Let's see what else. I mean, right now we're at a nice split. We've got like 30% equities, 30% Forex, 40% crypto. Let's see. The biggest cryptos: Bitcoin, Sol, ETH, Hype. Biggest equities: Mag 7, Circle.
Ooh, Circle's been all over the place lately.
Yeah, Nvidia is up there. Robinhood, Intel, Nvidia. I mean, those are like our biggest. Seem like to be their biggest equity.
Should have caught that short on Circle. Ooh, I would have really taken you to.
Yeah,
might have bought you gentleman's jack on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, all of our Forex, like every single one of our Forex markets are like have really good volume. Yeah,
I don't know, like it's, and the thing is, I go through all these charts, like a lot of us go through these charts, and yeah, everyone's got different strategies and stuff, but like the way I trade, like for me to like be in a sustained move right now, it just sounds like the worst decision I could possibly make, just because there's just too much uncertainty of what the market wants to do here.
Yeah.
And how long is this thing going to draw out? So I'm just waiting it out, but I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I somehow like randomly have an incredible, like I've done incredibly well trading on Vest, and I couldn't even tell you like what I was doing. It was just like some of the trades I did on here worked out really well. I've been like in a bunch of Bitcoin shorts, like when I'm expecting headlines to happen, that I've just like scalped over and over. I haven't. I honestly can't say I've traded many equities on recently. Just been kind of like leveraging crypto.
Yeah, I missed this short the other day. This was like right when I was flying out. Bitcoin got up here to this level that I wanted it to reject and be short against.
Yeah, I wish we did have oil, and the next time that something like this happens, when there's a situation like this, whether it's with a commodity or whether it's with like beyond situation or something like that, we will be prepared for it. That's like our number one talking point internally right now, is like the product will be ready for the next one of these.
Yeah, well, it's just so hard to know, right? Because like when silver went crazy back here, silver started going just wild. Everybody was like wanting to trade silver. Obviously, gold did the same thing a while back first, like last fall. Silver did it. Oil did it. I mean, just like, what's next?
Yeah,
U.S. dollar?
Could be 6 months, could be 3 months, could be tomorrow. We just don't know. But
U.S. dollar just runs to 110. We just collapse everything.
Yeah, it's the world we live in now, right? It's like it's so headline driven. But yeah, when you're offering, like, I mean, you guys have seen what's happened with Hyperliquid and their oil markets. It's like they're doing like $1 billion in volume a day on one market, which for us is great. I mean, we've gotten a ton of attention from it, and I feel like we have like a proof of concept thing happening where people are really starting to pay attention to perps with RWAs and equities and things like this. But still, you have to be able to handle your product has to be on point. You have to be able to handle these sorts of things. So we will be there next time.
Oh, well, what a day again. Anything else going on with Vest right now? Any like updates? I'm happy to see you again. I haven't got to talk to you in a little while.
I'm happy to be here. No, I mean we've got some partnerships stuff that's in the works. We have literally revamped the entire kind of like market making and internal mechanisms that run Vest, and really tried to pool liquidity and get it ready for this, kind of next market movement. We've gotten a bunch of attention from media in regards to, what I just kind of spoke about with the hype markets and oil, and the S&P licensing their, name to a DEX, perp DEX. I think these concepts and particularly us are positioned well. I think we're ready to rumble and like really grow this thing. You guys are a big part of it. We've got a ton of people using Wolf. We've crossed that 5,000 mark with our funded accounts. We've got a bunch of people funded.
Wait, that's worth one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean,
That's worth one of those.
you guys are a big part of that, and we really appreciate it.
Well, at the core, we're calling it the Wolf Pack over here. We just have traders. Not just us. Obviously, all of us that are up here on stage and streaming and on Spaces, but our whole audience, the chat here, tons of traders. There's actually so much talent in our chat on the trading side of things as well. So I know several of them have gotten on here and started playing around with it, figuring it out. The perps thing, if you've never done it before, it doesn't take too long to get used to it, but it's a small, I would say like the slightest of learning curves. So then you can get that. And but I know there's a lot of crypto guys from back in the FTX days, 2021, that already are familiar with perps, and then they see the ability to do this like in the regular markets as well, and they're excited about it. So I'm excited to watch you guys keep growing. 5,000, that's a huge number.
Yeah, it's cool because I think we're really like the only ecosystem out there that has like an exchange and a funded accounts program. So you can go between both. Like most people are going to give you a prop account and they're going to be like, go trade, wherever the recommended place is.
You're all in one. It's the whole, you got the whole funnel, the whole whatever, the whole setup. Because I pass the account, I get funded, I'm trading on there, I make money in my funded, I can transfer it, and within seconds it's in my own wallet, my personal account with you guys, my own wallet with you guys, and then I can trade that, over there without the funded rules as much, or I can, send it and have it in my pocket within. I got it within 15 minutes or something. Whenever I did. I was just testing that out for you guys.
You were keeping
I
us
text
updated,
Jordan.
me and Evan,
It was like
and
on
we
a,
were like, what?
Yeah, I text Jordan and Evan on a Friday night. I was like, guys, this payout process is by far the fastest I've ever seen. Like it was in my personal crypto wallet elsewhere and basically converted back to USDC. And the only reason I did that was because I just want to see how fast and how quickly I can get Vest money into my pocket. And boy, I was blown away by that. Way faster than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, the kind of crypto side of it, the being on crypto rails reduces that friction really nicely. And I think we're pretty much maybe the only concept out there that can do that. So people have been really happy about it. It's growing like crazy. We have had a bunch of good reviews. That's why I was asking in here, like if anybody's had a good experience, let me know. We really want to do more kind of marketing and social around that sort of thing, and you guys are a big part of that, so we appreciate it. Things are going well.
So there's a lot of people that like our audience will know that, if you guys remember, Crypto Cam hangs out with us a lot. Busy man, father of a young one, got a lot of his own projects going on, but he used to come on Spaces all the time. I've had personal conversations with him about Vest. He's a big fan of it, big fan of the technology, as well as what you guys are doing, Matt, but just the technology behind it. He's kind of my go-to like crypto guy. Like, hey, what's going on? What are your thoughts? Like, he's very researched on all that. And we call him Crypto Cam. I don't even know was it cryptonews.eth or something? I can't remember that. We just always called him Crypto Cam. But our audience will remember him. He used to come on Spaces with us all the time. Still stay in touch with him. He's just obviously busy being an entrepreneur and a father. So. But we had a good conversation about Vest. Obviously, Minx. I was talking to Minx. She was doing a lot of trading on the Vest with you guys. She's I don't know if everybody knows this. Minx is deep down, she's a big DJ and crypto trader. Big DJ and crypto trader. So she was excited about Vest and trying it out with you guys.
Yeah, she's been doing great. She's brought on a ton of users. I mean, she's been sending her affiliate code out there. I see her every single day. She's got new people coming on to the funded accounts program, and Cam is just like the best guy. I met him really early on when I took this job and had no intention of signing any sort of like partners or anything like that, and he just really liked what we were doing and kind of foresaw like these last 6 months of this space growing. And yeah, man, he's just been the best. He just loves us. I love him. We've actually become really good friends, and he's such a
great guy.
Cam's
good
awesome,
dude.
man.
And I love his viewpoints on everything, and I rely on him a ton to tell me what
He's very grounded. He's very researched and grounded. He's not like, some people in the crypto space, they're only going to bull post. They're only going to tell you the positive side of things. He's very grounded. He presents all the information in a very, at an intermediate level. So like you can actually understand it. Like he's not talking over you. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what
no, he'll tell you straight up. Like he's the most, besides you guys, the most reputable person that I've literally met since I've been working.
Yeah, it's funny. You let me know you were like, yeah, I'm gonna bring Crypto Cam on, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we go way back. We know that guy.
He came on the stream a few times last fall whenever he had a little bit of free time. He came on here and just hung out with me a few days, just talking about what was going on. And then
he would always tell me about you guys, and I think that's kind of like what got my attention and really wanted me to kind of, what made me kind of want to be here was Cam. Like he was like, you should talk to the Wolf Trading guys. Like they're reputable, good guys. They would like Vest. And it's like I came on this, started coming on the stream, like we're an early product. We had just dropped our, like our alpha. We're just going live essentially. And what we've been able to do, I think, without any of these kind of, metas of rewards and actually offering markets has been really, I've been really happy with it. You guys have a lot to do with it, and Cam too. So we appreciate all the users here. Like people are still pounding out that Wolf code like crazy. One thing that has changed that I will update you guys on is we did drop the 99 codes. We really hit like a critical mass where we didn't need to use it any longer. And the nature of our kind of marketing strategy in general was like offering people free accounts like that, and then people getting 25K and using 50x leverage on a coin flip essentially can get expensive. So we dropped that, not really because of the expensiveness of it, but we've onboarded so many users.
Well, that was the point. The point is to get people to try the platform. That's why we bring you on here. We want people to try the platform. If you're a good trader, if you're still learning to trade, it's not a bad situation. If you're a good trader, this thing is set up for you to go in and take money. That's what I think. I really think this thing's set up. Any good trader can go in here and just take money. I know that's not what Matt wants to hear that, but he kind of doesn't want to hear that because there's a business side of things too. But the goal here is just like with any prop firm, because you guys aren't just a prop firm. You offer both sides of it. So the goal here is like when we talk about a prop firm of trading till you get good enough to you're taking consistent payouts, you're taking consistent money from them, and then use those funds to fund your own account, trade your own money after that in the futures, for example. It's the same situation here, except you get to do it all in one spot. Like you just instantly move it over, and now you're trading your own money instead of their funded version. But the funded version is a great way to get started over with Vest. And I love that you offer both sides of that. And I just want to reiterate that should be everyone's path in trading, no matter what. And you guys have made that easier than anyone I've seen to say, hey, we've got the funded option if you want it. Come in here, get your feet wet, get it figured out. You make money doing that, you can instantly just fund your own account right here. You don't have to go to a different platform. You don't have to go sign up with, with Tradify or whoever else, whatever broker, AMP, and fund your own money, start wiring it around, waiting and all this stuff, get a whole different platform. It's all in one spot.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned that actually. And I kind of wanted to ask you guys too, because it seems like in a funded account program or like in a prop situation, it's like no matter how great of a trader you are, like if there's a drawdown, right, at some point, unless you're extremely careful, you're probably going to get yourself into a situation where like your account might blow up. just in general, like even if you're profitable for 364 to 365 days, right, which is like insane. So the fact that you mentioned that is kind of what we're trying to get at, right? It's like we want you to onboard from the prop side of the business. It does a couple of things for us, and it does a lot of things for you. It gets you, your feet wet, gets you to test, perps, etc. But we have the exchange, and I think like once you get in there and you learn, like it's super easy to deposit with crypto onto the exchange, and like eventually we think and we hope most people are going to be on the exchange. So yeah, I think what you said is really pertinent.
And it's Brady, or you see Reese Respect up here on the stage with us. He's in the Discord with me and Minx that we hang out in all the time. So we had a deep discussion around Vest with all of our crew over there, and a lot of people jumped in, tried it, and they liked it. Now the only thing has been like just trying to get that little adjustment to trading perps and the liquidity, just figuring out some of the little liquidity tricks and stuff. But outside of that, it's I think it's set up great. I almost like I even asked Minx one day, I was like, this might be too good to be true.
I just thought about it.
A lot of
to be honest, I think I signed up and I just actually went back into it, and so I've got my account, but it's not like nothing in it. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get in and play with it. I recall Minx like coming in and saying, "Oh my gosh, guys, you'll never believe what just happened." But I get into this eval and I pass it, and then I get funded, and then I just made like $3,000, and then I withdrew. Like, it's real. I'm like,
yeah,
what? So I jumped in, like I said, and apparently I've got an account, but I need to fund it.
Yeah, we heard like the circulating conversations around of people being like, is this too easy? Like, are they just giving away money? Like, I'm worried about the solvency of this place because it seems like the benchmarks are too low. And like, once again, we think we're pretty much in line as far as like benchmarks go. With we're in line. We might be relatively easy, but like I said again, it's like
you can always adjust.
fine.
But that was
we're
my
not a problem. Like, we have an exchange and we market make, and we have partners that we're bringing in, and we're growing that, and we have
so much more than the prop. The prop is small PCL's business, and the funny thing was I said that to a few people too. I was like, I don't know how they're going to stay solvent doing this if it's this easy, but I like it. And I thought about it, and I talked with people, and we're like, I mean, they can adjust if they have to, but right now they don't have to. And as long as they don't have to, that's fine.
Yeah, we really want people to
it's a new technology, right? And anytime there's new technology, just like when the Tesla cars started driving themselves, people were scared to death to try it. Now you see people just sitting there like it's normal, just riding across town without touching the steering wheel. This is new technology.
Still freaks me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to like break out of you get in there and you trade every day, and like this is your profession, and like this is your reputation, and you've got a lot going on, and it's like people don't want to just like pop into some new thing and change their ways and overnight. I totally get that. So it's like that's why the funded account is perfect. And I wanted to say, since we did get rid of the 99s, we still have the Wolf going, but I just created MAT 80. So if you've never used Vest ever, you've never used a code for anything else, if you want to use MAT 80 on a silver account, which is a $60 account for 5K in capital, you can essentially have it for $12. You can do an eval.
Whoa.
It'll give you an 80% discount. So I'll offer that now. We're still always going to try to like make deals for Wolf and all the people that follow you guys and are in here every day working their ass off. Like, I've never thought, I mean, I don't see the numbers every single day. That's not my job. My job here is to literally help you guys earn as much money as humanly possible until somebody at Vest tells me you're doing too good of a job. You need to stop doing this. That is what I'm here to do. So if you have any like thing that you need, always hit me up. And I'll do my best. I mean, we're trying to grow this thing, and there's a bigger picture sometimes for us than like, we want to make it easy. We want people to try it. We want people to convert to the exchange. We want people to pass you out.
You just threw that link in the chat, and I know we have that on screen for all the first time users. Use that MAT 80. That made it easy. There's a link in the chat.
Guess who's a
There you go.
first-time user of Vest, and guess who just signed up?
You?
Bang bang, baby.
Did you get a silver?
Yeah.
Once we go through with my credit card, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's taking a
looking at
payout
our-
tonight.
There it is. You should see it on your end.
I'm looking at
Watch, we're
Stripe
gonna see
right
him
now.
taking a payout tonight. I bet it.
I'm
That's what
going
happened
to
with
share
them. I couldn't
name
believe
and
it.
email with everyone.
Yeah, if you see a credit card from Nigeria, that is going to be Brady. He just put it through.
God, we have enough of those, Brady. Chill out, man.
His Nigerian prince.
Please stop.
Well, yeah, on Vest you can trade from anywhere around the world. Shit. You guys
can't-
got all
well,
the fancy fancy people.
Yeah. Oh, we got Brady on here. I see you, buddy.
Here we go.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang.
The other thing too is like, that 24/7 like market is. I think it's what I hear from people pretty much on a daily basis is this is like their number one thing that they love about Vest. To be able to trade equities 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and with everything happening globally, even if you want to get on there and hedge, like even if you want to hedge another position,
Yeah, hedge your other positions.
It's such a good viable product for retail traders and such a good tool. Like we will be prepared for the next massive whatever headline that happens. We're going to have that market, but 24/7 trading is just dominating the headlines. Like it is just dominating. It's everywhere. And like what I really want to do for this group in here is kind of like own that narrative. You guys have access to this right now before anybody else does. People are really starting to talk about this, but I'm here. Get in early, earn points. We have a big partnership coming down the line. There's going to be a lot of alpha for you if you get into Vest and you trade. And to get an eval for $12, like how can that hurt?
Well, I'll say this:
Just do it.
There's
Like Nike
been
said,
multiple Saturdays and Sundays where I'm on dad duty, and I'm just like half checking my phone, and I'm just seeing like bombs going off or whatever, like and Bitcoin's just getting rugged or it's bouncing or whatever's happening, And
Yeah.
I'm like on the couch with a baby in one arm and trying to keep two kids from fighting with the other arm, and I'm like, man, I wish I could just pop my laptop open and take trades right now. That's where I feel like you guys have such a huge advantage.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, it's just it's everywhere, like 24/7 global, the global market. And our vision since day one, when I first got in here and spoke, like 4 months ago, was like, we want to create a 24/7 global borderless, never ending stock exchange, where people have access to these things from all over the world. So that's really been our kind of, mission statement from day one. And we, tokenizing assets, you see it all over the place. That's a long ways away, guys. I mean, to tokenize assets, there needs to be an entire framework underneath. We're creating a derivative product. Like we can create markets overnight. We have worked really hard on the product to make sure that we can take suggestions, we can list, we can delist, we can move liquidity around, we can make the things that you want to trade the best for you. So like, I think we have a head start, and I think it's still early. Get in, test it out. Like this is going to be everywhere, man. It just is. It's just.
Well, the technology is the future. There's no doubt about that. And then to this question right here, can you trade Vest on mobile? I just popped up my phone.
Yeah.
On the vet. I mean, it's right here on my phone.
Actually,
on the web.
I actually prefer mobile. Like it's weird. Like we've worked really hard on the mobile, and like we're almost to the point where we're going to release the app. But as far as like the actual, just like getting on the internet and
browser, right?
mobile,
Just go to your Chrome and open it up.
That's
what I did. It looks pretty slick to me. Like that's what I'm learning this in real time right now, because now I may be trading from the couch on Saturday mornings.
You can. I prefer it, honestly. Like the mobile is really good. I see Reese in here. He's so focused. Like he's just trying to pass his eval and like.
I'm like the 17% spread on Bitcoin right now sucks.
Hey, just wait. Just hang tight. Hang tight.
So what I figured out is the trick, which helped me, was like you leg into positions. So you don't just slap the bid or whatever. Just wait for your levels, buy a little bit or sell a little bit, whatever direction you're going. Add a little bit more, add a little bit more.
FTX
just work.
Pro, like the perpetual contracts. So like I was a savage in 2021 before.
Yeah,
it got rugged. I got
all over it.
I got really screwed on that, but you know.
You can select your slippage too. I mean, I trade a bunch of Bitcoin on here, and like it'll give you, if it feels like it's going to be at like the top of your slippage setting, it will warn you. It will say like, hey, this is the trade that's about to happen. Like, do you want to do this? Are you okay with this spread? So I just lower my slippage usually like to something I'm extremely comfortable with, and then just try to buy. And sometimes it will give you like a partial fill. Sometimes it'll give you the full fill. Sometimes it'll warn you. It's just like, liquidity is a thing when you're market making, and like we are really trying to. We have I mean, I will say this: we have like 5 market makers that we are very, very close to making deals with, and we also have a partnership. And the goal for us is to just absolutely crush the product right now. So if you have issues with liquidity, like, it's very understandable. I just encourage people to. That's also kind of why the paper side or prop side is a good way to get started. Like, you're not going to come in here and just be like, what the fuck just happened to all my money? Like with some sort of spread that eats you up because you decide to like 50x leverage, a circle, short when there's like 200K leverage, 200K open interest on it. So that happens and can happen.
I was looking like you can hit this right here, just open interest like filter on like when you just drop down to all these different ones, and it shows you which one has the most open interest and how much volumes they've got going on. So like right now, I look at this, it's interesting. Obviously, Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum are the top 3, and then I see 3 USD pairs here, 3 forex trades here. What is this? That Norway, the Norwegian,
Norway krona.
and then yeah, the krona, and then this is the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar are the top ones right now. Forex is really big in Australia for some reason. And then NDX, I see a few more here. And as I come down, NVIDIA sneaking in, and then you start getting SPY, QQQ, Meta, and you can see how much open interest is over here. I mean, you're in multi-millions up here in all these top ones. NDX actually, which is what gets traded around the most in our circle at this point, is what's this, probably top 8, I guess. That's number 7 most open interest right now.
And Ryan, maybe you can help answer this too, or explain this a little bit deeper. But the team told me recently that we're moving NDX to NQ, or we're like getting rid of NDX and we're listing NQ. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, so it's two separate instruments, but NQ is based off of NDX. NDX is the cash index, so it's the actual NASDAQ cash index itself, and then futures trade off of that. So NQ trades off of the cash index, but the future is basically there's like 3 months for each contract, so there is an expiration date. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen like the Bitcoin contracts that expire every 3 months or so, like quarterly Bitcoin. So it's similar to that. So it's based off of the underlying, but it is a future price of it. So the same thing, we have ES is the one for SPX. So SPX is the cash index. ES is the future market of that trades on CME. And then obviously SPY is your ETF version. For NDX, your ETF version is basically QQQ.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so it's just different in the instruments.
Seems like in this space we had a large amount of like users being like,
anybody that's trading futures, they're going to be more familiar with NQ. And like honestly, I trade NQ based off of NDX like pretty handily. I mean, I go over here to my NDX chart right here all day long. You can see I've got lines marked up all over it, and I'm looking at key levels and movement here. When we touch 24,000, the whole key whole number, I'm going to look for some type of reaction there. Same thing up here. It's 25K was what right here. You had a lot of interactions right here. This whole number level 25K. And then NQ is just a derivative of that. Plus NQ trades, 23 hours a day versus NDX and SPX that only trade technically during the New York, open market session. So 9:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, somebody just corrected me from my team. They're like, so we're going to have ES, NQ, SPY, and QQQ. We're getting rid of SPX and NDX. I don't know if that's good for you or bad for you, but it seems like that's what the best use.
More people trade QQQ and SPY than NDX or SPX, and then I would also say that's true for ES and NQ as well.
I think so as well. Yeah.
Cool.
So in the index itself, you can't like buy shares of SPX or NDX. You can only trade options on it. So it's a true index fund, which is it's kind of a whole different layer, but it's what everything comes back to. It's just there's way more liquid trading devices that are based off of those. SPY, QQQ, NQ, yes, being the the main ones, the main culprits, as we'll call them.
Yeah.
Oh man, that MAT 80 is only for first-time users. So if you signed up with VAST before, you're not going to get that, but you can use code WOLF either way and take advantage of the discount that way. You're not going to get the same 80 off that Matt's giving you on that silver. Make sure on that silver account as well. It's for that silver account, the 5K account.
Just for the silver, for the 80. The 50 works on everything. I'm trying to think if we have any other codes. I mean, the affiliate
code Wolf gets you
out there.
It's like unlimited uses on the code Wolf too. It's not like the one time like, hey, we're for first time users, they want to give you a bigger discount just to introduce you to the platform. Things go wrong on that, then you just go back to using code Wolf. Or if you used one of these before, if you've been on the stream when Matt gave out basically the free accounts is what I call them, the Matt 99s, the 99 off accounts, the free accounts is what I'll call them, because for a couple dollars that you can find in your center console of your car, you had basically an eval account that you go ahead and get funded on. That one doesn't work out, great. We've got you introduced to the platform. Code Wolf there on out.
Yep, you said it perfectly, my friend.
All right, Matt.
All right,
Brady,
boys.
Jordan, I think we're going to shut it down.
Thanks for having me.
Shutting it down. Matt, appreciate you, my man.
Yeah, appreciate you, dude. It's really nice to see you guys. Reese, let me know how this works out for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm having fun playing around. So I'll see you,
man. When you pass, I would love to work a tweet with you talking about this experience.
Boom.
Okay, goodbye.
Do that.
Love you guys.
All right.
Love you, brother.
Report, Matt. Take care. Great to see you again.
Peace.
Everybody in the crew, make sure you guys are liking the stream.
I'll
subscribe.
Say this.
What's that?
As you're liking the stream and subscribing to the channel, we're back to regular schedule tomorrow.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Back first thing right before market opens, basically opening bell. Back in action. Finally. The only thing I've got to do is at some point I got to get this camera hooked up, but
I can help you with that if you need. Just let me know.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't,
it's pretty easy.
I've got the other one up here still. So
yeah,
that's not going to hold me up. I am going to be live. I miss going live every morning. 2 mornings off in a row is weird.
I've been in and out too. I mean, this market's been.
Yeah, I know Rizzo's traveling. I mean, that's the funny thing. It's like, I don't feel like I missed anything, but at the same time, I just miss being here and hanging out with the crew.
Aww.
Miss my dog, bro.
I mean, dude.
But I've been with you, so I've been with you in person, so I don't miss you that much.
Wolf pack. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But this is the Wolf pack, though. We're all just a pack of hungry wolves in the market trying to take money here. What a great timing for that.
It's perfect.
And then all the people out here that are in the chat day in and day out. I mean, there's over 300 plus of you guys every day. Throughout the day, there's multiple thousands of you that come through here. So I don't know. I just miss being with you guys.
I agree. Well,
there's some
back tomorrow, y'all.
Killers in our chat, by the way. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. There's some absolute killer traders in our chat. Some of these guys are going to end up here on stage with me.
Let's go. Let's get them up here. Shit. All right, I'm logging off. I'm going to eat some food.
Ciao, ciao.
Yep. Same.
Ciao time.
I've got to finish unpacking. I've got catch-up work to do. All that fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right, crew. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.